Fan.
Rise and grind, ladies and gentlemen. It's about to get bumpy. Time to attack and dominate. This is Morning Juice with Brandon Beam and Bobby Carpenter.
And here we go on a Tuesday, attacking and dominating our way to 9 a.m. every single weekday morning right here on The Fan. Brandon Beam, the General Bobby Carpenter, and of course our fearless leader and producer Mark the Shark. General, we've navigated our way to Tuesday, Schlegel Day. What's going on, man? Good to talk to you.
Oh, it's great to talk to you, Beamer. Excited to be on here with you. It's been a big start to the week, but I'm excited to continue to cruise along. Been a good time. How was your wonderful Monday?
It was pretty good, man. Yeah, it was pretty good. Can't complain. Willie was in a good mood. I don't know if he's like sick or got some allergies going on, or maybe a little bit of both. Told you over the weekend we were in Dayton.
Teeth.
Yeah, he's hanging out with his cousins, so they're in daycare, so they're sick all the time. So, via just contagions. He gets sick after that. He's a total snot rocket right now. Just everything coming out of his nose. You mentioned it. He's getting some teeth. Got a 4-pack of new teeth coming in.
There we go.
So that's fun to deal with. But other than that, man, no, he's pretty good. I told you, he's just running around the house, just search and destroy everything that he can get into. He does get into. Doesn't want to play with his toys. Just wants to play, with dirt. Wants to play with plants and wants to play with things that he's not supposed to get into. So that's pretty fun. But yeah, it was a pretty solid day yesterday. Went on a nice walk with Theo and William. So that was pretty solid. Beautiful little weather day. Nice and chilly, but to start out the day, then it got gorgeous out, man. It was drop dead yesterday. So pretty solid little Monday. Can't really complain about it at all. What about you? I know that this was the second night in a row. A little something you had going on.
It was. Went to Raw last night.
Nice.
So I administered the final for our class. Almost got my grades all done. Then skipped back over and went and saw Raw last night. Got a chance to see our guy, Mr. Pat McAfee. Pretty excited there.
I liked your appearance on the show yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
You were like a apparition. You were in and you were out.
Well, he called me, and usually they give me a minute and they'll have a waiting room. And I was going to say, hey, hold on, let me just get a shirt on. And that wasn't the case. So it was, kind of interesting from that standpoint. But, it was a busy day. It was good. I was proud of myself. Austin Ward said he didn't think that I'd be able to go to Raw and not have a beverage. And I had four bottles of water, so felt pretty good about that. Yeah, so feeling good today. I said after
better than yesterday.
It's like after Springsteen on Sunday night. That's like an extra night lopped onto the weekend. We're gonna go to New Orleans here later in the week. It was too much. I was like, I need to be able to downshift and be able to chill a little bit, and got to do that. But the kids had a awesome time, had a blast. And it was great. Pat's a grinder, man. The fact that he does his show every day.
Crazy.
And then my buddy was like, well, he does this every week. I'm like, oh, yeah, this is his deal. And so, he's just out there.
Doesn't matter where it's at either. Last night it was probably easy for him. It was in Columbus, but he's all over the place.
Yeah, so it was wild, man. It was wild. It was a good time. Funny to watch. We ducked out with about 20 minutes to go. It was 10:40. Caleb, my 7-year-old, man, he was hurting.
Dragon.
Yeah, so I didn't realize it was 3 hours. I thought it was 2. So it was 8 to 11. So we got over there about 7 o'clock. They do a taping before for about a half hour, and then 8 o'clock get it rolling. And it was a packed house, man. It was a good time.
Good. I'm glad you had a good time. So the crew players were in attendance too, so they had a nice little night before their big game against Monterey. Glad you had a great time. We'll get into it a little bit more coming up. Little stories from last night throughout the program. Got a busy show lined up for you here this morning. Got some transfer news to go over. Roddy has a new home. We'll get into that on the basketball side. And then Dallin Hayden has a new home on the football side. So get into those both coming up here in our next segment. Schlegel is going to join us live this morning at 6:35. It was so out of control last night when we talked to him that he said afterwards, he's like, bump it. We're going to do it live this morning. So we'll check in with him around 6:35 here a little bit later on. If you missed that at 6:35, fear not, because he will reappear like an apparition back at 8:05. In the 8 o'clock hour. Tony Gerdeman of Buckeye Huddle, he's going to join us. We'll talk some Buckeyes with him at 7:35. Then Uncle Beau, he's going to round out the program with us as he does every single Tuesday, coming up here at 8:35 a little bit later on. Before we get into anything else today, it is Tuesday, the 23rd day of April, 2024. Time for Today in History.
Time to get smarter. Morning Juice presents Today in History. Here's your professor, Bobby Carpenter.
Sponsored by Dr. Mark Levy. If you're snoring and not sleeping, call Dr. Mark Levy at 1-800-MORE-SLEEP.
All right, Bob. Well, Tuesday, buddy. What do you got lined up for us this morning?
Oh, it is Tuesday, April 23rd, 114th day of the year. Beamer, 252 days remaining in this.
250 by the time we get to the end of the week. 249.
We are cruising along in a hurry, dude. It is.
I can't believe it's almost May.
Yeah, it's coming at you thick and fast,
It really
man.
is.
That's how it generally works. So this day, 1635, we have the first public school in the United States opened up in Boston. The Boston Latin School was founded.
Nice.
Public education getting rolling here. This date, 1939, Ted Williams, Mr. 400 there, hitting his first home run ball. How about that? This date, 1950, the first Major League Baseball game is played under the lights.
That was at. We've done this before.
I don't know where it was. I don't have it written down.
Shark, I feel like you know where the first night game was. It in Philadelphia?
Shibe Park in Philadelphia.
All right, look at me go.
There you go. Good job, sir. And on this date, 1954, Hank Aaron hits his first home run as well. Jan and Dean record Surf City in 1963.
Is that the band that sounds like the Beach Boys?
It is.
That we went over last week.
Couple of dudes, yeah. Rolling Stones released Sticky Fingers in 1971. Being big one back in 1984. It's crazy. I think 40 years ago today, the AIDS virus is officially identified. So before that, they had no idea, and obviously the advances that have been made over the last 40 years have been crazy. This 1985, Coca-Cola changes its formula, Beam.
Oh, no.
And releases everybody's favorite new Coke.
There's never been a better taste. There's never been a better Coke. Introducing the greatest taste discovery in 100 years. Introducing the new taste of Coca-Cola. A taste that is Coke and everything a Coke means. A taste that's very familiar, yet totally new. A taste so good, so real, it couldn't be anything but a Coke. The great new taste of Coke. Watch for it, try it, and enjoy the best tasting Coke ever.
That was a big deal, wasn't it, back in the day?
Oh,
wasn't it like a disaster?
It was before me, but I remember the fallout of it, and that's why I have Coca-Cola Classic now
Shark
on the cans.
is
People were crying.
was that a marketing ploy, you think, by Coke, like to tank and then bring back classic Coca-Cola so it'd be popular?
That was the speculation going around. I don't really think at the time that Coke had that idea, but it worked out in their favor. Certainly worked out in their favor. It was a really big deal. I wasn't a Coke drinker back then. I didn't even drink Diet Coke back then like I do now. So it didn't affect me at all, but I know a lot of people were upset.
Yeah, so big news. They had tried to push new Coca-Cola.
Did you say it was 1985?
1985.
I'd like for them to do a 40-year re-release of New Coke as like a limited run next year, just so we could taste it, see what it's like, taste the difference.
It tastes a lot like Pepsi.
Oh, really?
I'll tell you the genesis of this. We talked about it in my marketing class.
Okay.
Afterwards.
I think we talked about it, Bob, in like our disaster comms class back in college.
Of course, how to communicate. There's a lot of, it's a case study on a lot of things.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola is one of the most iconic and popular brands in all of the world. And why would you change something up? Well, Pepsi was getting some market share and they panicked and created new Coke. And
Panic
doing
and passion.
that alienated a lot of people. Cowboys, seniors, renegades. I mean, it wasn't good. This date, 1988, Where Do Broken Hearts Go by Whitney Houston hits #1. And on this day, 2005, it's kind of iconic that this is happening today. But the first YouTube video, Me at the Zoo, was posted. So
how many views does that YouTube video have, you think?
I don't know. It was the first one ever. So what was that, 29 years ago?
Yeah.
Not 29, 19.
19 years ago.
Yeah, 19 years ago.
Meet at the zoo, which is just some dude talking about how they're in front of the elephant enclosure. It's 19 seconds long, has 10.3 million comments, and 317 million views.
First one ever.
It's the first YouTube video
Me
of all
at the
time.
zoo. That's when you have to record it on your digital camera, come back, upload it, and then put it on there.
That's great.
Guys
just talking about how cool elephants are.
Absolutely. Loves the elephants. This date, some birthdays today. William Penn, born on this date, 1621, founder of Pennsylvania. James Buchanan, born on this date, 1791. Shark, President James Buchanan. What number president was he?
Oh, Bob. Oh, boy, that's a tough
Jimmy.
one.
It's not. You know it.
Buchanan, I'm going to say he was 14.
He was a famous predecessor, Shark.
15.
He was 15.
He was 15.
Dang it.
Right there. You were close. You were close. Take your balance test again.
Mm-hmm. Like Red
Just
Panda.
like Red Panda.
Only bachelor in the
Really?
White House. Yeah.
Fun fact about Jimmy Boy, Bachelor. Didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Good job out of him. Shirley Temple, born on this date, 1928. Ray Orbison, born on this date, 1936. Lee Majors, turning 85 today. Michael Moore, one of Shark's favorite filmmakers, turning 70. Steve Clark, he is the Def Leppard guitarist, original, born on this date, 1960, passed away in 91. George Lopez, the famous
Funny man.
actor, comedian, turning 63. Sharks guy Tim McVeigh, born on this date, 1968. Oklahoma City Bomber Shark. He passed away in 2001. And
How did he die, Bob?
he died in prison, Shark.
Lethal injection.
So I'll remember this for the rest of my life. We were actually at Cedar Point. Like, we were on, like, a family vacation. It was my stepdad, it was my mom, it was me. Like, we woke up in a hotel room, and I just remember my stepdad talking to my mom, be like, Timothy McVeigh dead. Like, and it was, for some reason, remember that, and then remember where we were at, but it was rather large. So you said 01?
01, yeah,
Oh, okay.
2001. And then turned 47 today. My son was hoping to see him last night. John Cena, WWE and movie star. Now, passings on this date, Sharks guy Boris Yeltsin, the first drunk ever to be a president of Russia.
I don't know about that, but he was a drunk.
Well,
you don't even have to say an alleged drunk.
No,
he was.
He was just out there. And Howard Cosell, passing away on this date in 1995.
Hello again, everyone. It's good to have you with us for this event. It figures to be an exceptional one that doesn't need any buildup.
And Foreman is as poised as can be in a neutral corner. He is as poised as can be. We have a minute left in this first round, and already this fight is proving out what some have expected. It is over. It is over. It is over in the second round. George Foreman is the heavyweight champion of the world.
Such a monotone intro, and then he just lets loose on the big guns when it starts rolling.
Oh, yeah. He had an unbelievable delivery, that deep voice, little accent with it. One of the best you were ever going to find. We got some holidays and observances today as soon as I can pull these up here. We have Army Reserve's birthday, Canada Book Day, English Language Day. It is first day of Passover, April 23rd, 2024. German Beer Day, Impossible Astronaut Day, Lover's Day, Movie Theater Day. Maybe those go together, Beam.
They might.
National Cherry Cheesecake Day, National English Muffin Day, School Bus Drivers Day, Beam. Give a happy birthday
Yeah.
to your dad. Slay a Dragon Day, Spanish Language Day, Talk Like Shakespeare Day. How about that? World Book Night and World Laboratory Day. And those are historical events, your birthdays, your passings, your holidays, observances. For this date, April 23rd, 114th day of the year, 252 days remaining in this 2024.
Good job with that, Bob. As always, a couple of former Buckeyes. They have new college homes. That's next. Morning Juice right here on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and good morning. Right now we're watching one crash over on the north side of town. This is at the I-71-270 split. Expect lane closures on the ramp from 71 to 270 westbound because of a crash that crews are responding to. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Sears Heating and Cooling. Sears Heating and Cooling is a locally owned family business, and for 72 consecutive years, Columbus has counted on Sears Heating and Cooling to keep them comfortable.
We go to war for you. Child sex abuse is a crime that must not go unpunished. At Sugar Schnarr Trial Attorneys, we know the law and we'll fight for your rights. I'm Robert Sugar. and we're here to help you fight for justice. Call us at 877-WARFORYOU.com or visit warforyou.com for a free consultation. That's 877-WAR-FOR-YOU. 877-WAR-FOR-YOU or visit warforyou.com.
War for you, warforyou.com.
Open a limited-time 11-month certificate at Kemba Financial Credit Union. At 5.25% APY, it's more than triple the national average, plus it's a safe and secure way to grow your money. Visit your local branch or kemba.org/cb for details. Offer expires May 31st, 2024. APY equals annual percentage yield. Restrictions apply. $500 minimum and $250,000 maximum deposit. Advantage status required. Comparison based on bank rate average. Federally insured by NCUA.
We see it every day. A guy comes into the men's clinic and guess what? The pills quit working, or they're sick of the side effects. And you know what else we see? Guys not confident in their relationship. At Columbus Men's Clinic, we're the leaders in bedroom confidence. Understanding if you even need ED or low T treatment should be the first step. And the next should be choosing the treatment or treatment combination to build your confidence. Our urologist and physician group is offering professional, modern treatments with success rates as high as 92% and decades of experience. Our doctors are not going to send you an email with what might work for most people. We are results-driven. Concierge. You don't pay for medication, it's included, but you invest in the time it takes to get you where you want to be. We've built an experience with discretion that takes the worry out of going to the doctor. In fact, we've normalized it for guys all over Columbus. Come see our friendly team in Columbus and find out why we've been #1 in men's health for years. Get a consultation and low T blood work with results on your first visit for $99. Get your confidence back in the bedroom and beyond. Go to columbusmensclinic.com and book your appointment today. columbusmensclinic.com.
The college football transfer portal's been activated. Ryan Day's lurking in the shadows, trying to snag more talent, and we're working to try and make sense of it all. Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
As a homeowner, there are two things you should know about spring. It's the season for most water heater breakdowns, and it's when most clogs happen too. For water heaters, it's the change in temperature that does it. And what you should know is that Eco Plumbers will replace your water heater same day, guaranteed. Even if you call as late as 5 p.m. And even if you want to upgrade to tankless. In fact, we've been the tankless water heater experts since 2007. Then there's clogs. The warmer weather causes trees to grow their roots out, and those roots often find their way to sewer lines, causing clogs. It's why we offer 93 or it's free clog busting. We'll cable your clog clear and provide a year's guarantee. So I hope you avoid both problems this spring. But if you don't, know that Eco Plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians will always come through for you when you need us to.
At geteco.com. Did you and your family lose Ohio Medicaid and need health coverage? Check this out. You may be eligible to enroll in a low-cost health plan at healthcare.gov. With the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov offers quality plans that cover doctor visits, prescriptions, emergency care, and more. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hey folks, it's game day and the betting's gonna be intense, Drew.
You said it, Dave, but a good pregame routine keeps betting responsible.
That's right, you gotta pause before you play.
Good call. Sports betting is hot, but it can be risky.
And pausing to set limits is an all-star move.
That's right, Dave. If you bet on sports, pause before you play to set limits, recognize the risk, and know when to stop.
Learn more at pausebeforeyouplay.org.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Guys, partly cloudy right now with temperatures in the 40s. We see another round of clouds start to roll in by lunchtime. Temperatures hit the 50s by then. We'll be mostly cloudy as we head into the afternoon with a high of 64 in the metro before a round of showers and thunderstorms rolls through this evening. I'm meteorologist Madison Reich with your Dapperton forecast on the Fan.
FanDuel is the exclusive online sportsbook partner of Morning Juice. Just sign up at FanDuel.com/juice. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
If Bobby and Beamer aren't talking about it, it's not worth your time anyway. You're listening to Morning Juice.
Well, the road to the NBA Finals is underway. A couple of games in the bag. Series going on right now. And new customers here on FanDuel, you can go on your own playoff run with $150. Just place any $5 bet and you're going to get $150 in bonus bets, win or lose, to use during the NBA playoffs. You bet on three-pointers made, over-unders, first basket scorers. You can take the money line. You can take the point spreads last night. Cavs getting it done. Another double-digit win for them. They're up 2-0 in the series. LeBron and the Lakers up 20, feeling good. Nope. Here come the Nuggets. 2-point victory. LeBron storming out of the press conferences. All kinds of good stuff on there for you.
Not very happy. That's not the happy LeBron you want. But you can still bet on him and ride him, Beam, for a chance for that bigger payday. Go to FanDuel.com/juice to get started. FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. Must be 21 or older and present. Ohio. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued is now withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When was the last time that you were at a WWE event?
18 years ago.
All right.
That was the first and only time I'd been at one.
All right, so now we've gone twice.
Yeah. It was good. Good. First, though, Beam, I'm in the middle of taking this sexual harassment, working through Title IX sexual harassment module.
Okay.
Since for Ohio State, not only do I have to do them here, but I get to do them other places.
Mm-hmm.
Shark, help me with this. We have no way. Professor asks a student out for drinks and says it will help improve their grade. Okay, no way.
These are tough questions, Bob. Hockey coach asked to see pictures on your phone
in front of whole team.
Actually,
and put them up on the big board.
Hockey coach asked you to give them their phone so they can scroll through your pictures.
Okay, or no way.
It might be in the no way section. I wonder if the NHL does these. How about this? A reporter, a fellow faculty member tells you that they've been sexually assaulted. Reportable, non-reportable.
What are we doing? Why?
I think I could pass college today.
Yeah, I think you could too, Shark.
I mean, this is pretty remarkable stuff.
Hey, by the way, don't click on the phishing emails here at work, okay?
Exactly.
Oh, it's coming from an email address that's outside of the radio and the TV station. Don't click on it. I've been offered $1 million.
Exactly. I've been offered $1 million. Click on this link. All live nudes. Click on it right here.
It sounds great. I'm going to click.
The most remarkable thing ever is that the person who sent out all of the stuff that say don't click on the phishing emails, then we got a phishing email from him and him reporting saying don't click the following, the link, the email you just got from me. I'm like, is this real? Did you have to click on it to make sure for everybody else?
Did you verify the link?
Oh, it was so good.
The call is coming from inside of the house.
It's unbelievable.
How many people do you think fail that quiz?
I mean, the stuff in here is utterly ridiculous. But my friend, my supervisor, our chair of the finance department asked me to make sure, you got to make sure you take it by the 26th. I'm like, I'll make sure I take it
a few days ahead of time. That's pretty good.
That's what I said. I go, listen, that's Friday.
Yeah.
It's only Monday. I got all week. Just unbelievable. How about this? PhD candidate contacts one of their students constantly, even sending naked photos.
Okay or no way?
That's a no way, Beam. Yeah. How about this? Faculty member shares pictures from their vacation. Okay, no way.
What's the picture?
Well, it's okay.
Is it like a Jan and Michael situation from Sandals?
Beam, how come when that happens in my head, that's the only thing I can think of is the Jan and Michael's Jamaica situation.
Michael, you hit reply all.
They didn't say that these were illicit photos. They just said they were photos.
Could be of your, wife and kids, husband and kids.
Yeah,
whatever.
Normal stuff. Or they could be creepy photos.
Could be something that is pertinent to the class that you're teaching.
Yeah. Oh, gosh, here's one. Role play.
It's a tough one.
How would you respond? These are fantastic, Bean. Let me tell you the story real quickly about New Coke versus the original Coke.
Yeah.
So Coke was obviously the dominant player. They were the original creator in the cola field, if you will. Well, Pepsi's formulated a little bit different. And if people say you can't taste the difference, you can taste the difference between Coke and Pepsi. And so Pepsi was increasing market share. And Coke went out and did blind taste tests. And Pepsi was winning because they would give people like a little, a small dose, shot or two, like a couple ounces. Which do you like better? People take some sips. Well, Pepsi's sweeter, and so most people like Pepsi, even if they preferred the brand Coke and they didn't know. And so Pepsi was like utilizing this, like, hey, everybody prefers Pepsi. Look at this, look at that. But the thing was that you weren't giving someone a whole can. And there are people who don't necessarily like things that are overly sweet, Pepsi being a little bit sweeter. And so Coke, instead of just being like, hey, we're good, we're not going to be able to please everybody. We were the behemoth, and they always and still are now, have the largest market share. They went and reformulated everything. And so it was a slight overreaction. A little bit like Andy Bernard punching a hole in the wall when he couldn't find his phone.
That was an overreaction.
But that was the reality, is they were getting beat up in these blind taste tests. So instead of just like looking at the data and looking at how, because the other thing is, whenever they do polling, so how are you asking the question? Like, would you prefer this, or is this your pride? There's all these different ways you can ask. And then they weren't asking you to drink a whole can. They were just simply giving you a couple sips. And so it's a little bit sweeter, and people are like, oh, yeah, this tastes better. So poof, David Copperfield, there you go.
And then they went back to the drawing board, and then it was a disaster. Then they went back to Classic Coke and then reestablished dominance in the market. Like, that's the way that they did it, which then brings up Sharks and I's talk about, all right, well, was it a grand ploy by them to actually reestablish themselves in the market by tanking themselves early, and then everybody rushing back to taste Classic Coke because it was gone for a little.
And then there you go. People are like crying though.
That's crazy.
There's like older folks. There's like this famous video I've seen, this older lady crying that they took away her Coke. Like, please bring it back. She'd been drinking it her whole life, and now she was like a sad clown. You know, I mean, it was unbelievable. So that's like the power of what it was. But I mean, Shark, you remember those commercials from the 80s? I remember seeing them, like my parents back in the day, and we didn't have cable, and we used to record. This is before DVRs. We would actually record things on VHS, like different shows.
Oh, of course.
And then we'd go back and watch them later, and they had the commercials in there, and like you could kind of fast forward it and whatever. And so the stuff was from when I was, in the 80s when I was really young, but we would watch it, and you could then always see these old commercials. We'd have movies taped and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, you go back and watch them. And then, of course, give it via The Wedding Singer, too, because they have some of the new Coke commercials in there as well. But it was tremendous. It was unbelievable stuff.
Roddy Gayle has a new home. He's going to Michigan. How'd that make you feel? Because it didn't make me feel very good.
I thought it was St. John's.
That's what I thought, too. And then a couple of weeks ago, it was like, oh, he's going to be interested in Michigan. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, he's going to take official visits. I mean, Dusty Makeham's in there. He takes over that program for Juwan Howard. And now, poof, all of a sudden, it's like, okay, I'm going to take my talents up north.
I think that's a fairly significant loss. And it's a loss, too, because it's a flipster going to the school up north from here. So that stings a little more than normal, and that's tough. That's a very tough one to deal with.
We'll get into that more at the top of the 7 o'clock hour, but for now, Anthony Schlegel, he's going to join us next. Morning Juice right here on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and good morning. Right now, we're watching one crash on the north side of town. This is at the 71-270 split. Expect lane closures on the ramp from 71 to I-270 westbound because of a crash. Crews are working. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your fan traffic.
Tropical Smoothie Cafe here with your daily reminder to get on Tropic Time. Take 10. Sip a refreshing smoothie and manifest the Your Cabana side. Slade hot yoga? Treat yourself. Crushed back-to-back meetings? Get that me time. Adulted a little extra today? You deserve a vacay. You're on Tropic Time now at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Self-care alert, new Tropic Bowls are here. Try one of our 4 flavors like our new acai bowl. Your vacay is a Tropic Bowl away.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today.
Bobby Carpenter here for Affinity Whole Health, the leader in testosterone and hormone replacement therapy. The difference with Affinity, it's clear. They have dedicated patient care coordinators who help you with scheduling, placing orders, and answer all of your questions. Affinity also offers fast shipping, so you don't have to come into the office for injections. That's what I love. I've added peptides to my TRT plan. I'm telling you, it's been tremendous. It's helped me in more ways than one. So get started at feelgreatcolumbus.com. That's feelgreatcolumbus.com.
If you're about to get engaged or ready to walk down the aisle, your true love deserves a true jeweler, the Diamond Seller. As a true jeweler, we not only have designer collections to meet your bridal needs, but we also have talented in-house designers who can create something truly one of a kind. Visit the Diamond Seller today.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. What's going on the lots? I shall tell you. All April long, take advantage of the Jermaine buyback program and receive $2,000 over Kelly Blue Book value on your trade. That's not all, though. You can get rates as low as 1.8% and lease rebates up to $16,000 on some of the most popular models like the all-new electric RZ. New Lexus inventory is back on the lot. They have plenty of incentives, including the return of lease programs, and they want to see you. Check them out online, JermaineLexus.com.
If you're obsessed with fantasy sports and gambling things, we have the Slightly Above Average radio show for you. On the Money with Dave Biddle and Scotty Vegas.
Presented by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Wednesday night at 8 on The Fan.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Did you know trading in your car at a dealer could cost you money? Research shows consumers who trade in their car pay an average of $990 more. So don't trade in, sell it to We Buy Any Car. Get your free online valuation now at
WeBuyAnyCar.
Research published in the Journal of Industrial Economics, December 2015, showed buyers with a trade-in pay an average of $990 more than those who do not trade in their used cars.
Bobby Carpenter here for your local Pella Windows and Doors. With spring here, now is the time to get your windows looking the best they can be. It's time to call your local Pella Windows and Doors. Pella has the colors and the styles to fit your home and, more importantly, your budget. Pella is rated #1 by Columbus homeowners as the most trusted window brand. Get replacement windows and doors that will add value to your home for years to come. Call 877-98-PELLA or go visit them online at PellaColumbus.com.
Hi, this is ESPN's Mike Greenberg, and ESPN Bet is ready to take you through all the biggest sports moments this spring. The official sports book of ESPN has exclusive offers and markets from Scott Van Pelt, Stephen A. Smith, and me. From the upcoming draft, the playoff intensity, and finally getting out to the ballpark, there's no better time for sports fans. Sign up today, and new users get $100 in bonus bets for making any sportsbook bet. Download ESPN Bet today. What a play.
Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
As a roofer, spring means the start of my busy season, which means I've got to get organized. With help from Beacon, I can save time with Beacon Pro Plus and 24/7 access to live pricing, delivery tracking, order history, and more. Plus, this spring, I can earn $1,000 and the chance to win a $25,000 backyard renovation just by buying my CertainTeed shingles online with Beacon. No purchase necessary. Now that's what I call a spring cleanup. Visit BECN.com for official rules and to start earning entries.
Morning Juice is sponsored by Affinity Whole Health, the leader in testosterone and hormone replacement therapy. FeelGreatColumbus.com. The Fan.
Miss a minute of the show?
Check out the podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Type in Morning Juice and subscribe.
This is Morning Juice.
Here's along here, a little Tuesday edition of the program. Brandon B., Bobby Carpenter, Mark the Shark. We recorded with Schlegel last night, but he was so out of control, we had to join him live this morning.
The best way to start a morning is with a heavy dose of iron. Gas station ready, always. It is Schleg Day.
Sponsored by Sugar Shannara Accident Attorneys. We go to war for you at warforyou.com. That's warforyou.com.
And now to the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Check with our good friend Anthony Schlegel. Schlegs, happy Tuesday, buddy. What's happening?
Happy Tuesday. Was that like a hard-ass pterodactyl call? Like, no! Like that right before I came on? I like that.
Well, you never really get to hear the intro because Shark gets to put it together. But yeah, it's pterodactyl, eagle, maybe a hawk call right in your intro. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, it's the first time you've heard that.
Yeah, it sounded amazing. I love it. How you doing? Good morning, Columbus. What's going on?
Oh, we're doing great. Bob, fresh off of WWE last night. First time he's gone in 18 years. Saw Pat over there.
Never been.
You didn't go with, I guess it was just AJ, James, and Marcus. You didn't come with us then after our senior year, go down to Cincinnati. I was thinking that you were there with us, but apparently you weren't. So like, there's got to be a window for us to be able to get on WWE.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm watching those guys fly around and do some things. And the number one, so like, they're not that big anymore. Like, I was sitting there watching these guys. This isn't the guys that we grew up with in the 80s and 90s who used performance enhancers to get to be as big as physically possible. I mean, these dudes look like just normal. There were a couple guys out there. If you told me they played safety, I would have believed you.
Yeah, I mean, and it's the act. It's about the presentation. It's about the acting.
The performance.
Listen, I know for a fact they're performers. I know I can perform. Remember, if there's one thing I could do, I could do that. I think I'd be really good at it.
Have you thought about like a finishing move or what your song would be in the walkout, like your pyrotechnics, or maybe your stage name?
The bad thing is like Goldberg has my finishing move. It's like that's a center line double. It's what it is from wrestling. Like that would be my that's my finisher. Yeah, but it's not a spear. It's called center line double. Is what it is. Like it would be amazing. That would definitely be my finisher. Or I'd have something different. I don't know. Maybe the slam, right? Like a lateral drop, just all veined up. That could be potentially one. Or like a fireman's, or I don't know, double lay into I don't know.
There's a lot of possibilities, Schlegs.
There's a lot of possibilities, a lot of finishing moves, a lot of different things. But it's all about the showmanship and entertaining. And I would like to think that I can entertain some people.
We know that nobody finishes dudes, Schlegs, quite like you. But I think.
Oh my gosh. There's one thing I pride myself in, Bob, is being a dude finisher.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you.
It was pretty remarkable last night. The showmanship, the energy. It would be better if you could grow your hair out again, because a lot of these dudes have some sweet long hair flipping
Who says
around.
he can't?
He could, but, that's Steph. That's a question for her. What are her thoughts?
No, I could grow a beard. I really don't want to grow a beard. You got the stash. I really don't. I kind of like this look on me better than the long hair. I don't have thick hair. My hair is not thick. You have thick, buoyant hair, Bob. Mine's not like that.
Buoyant?
Mine's not like that.
Buoyant hair?
Yeah, it's kind of bouncy. Yeah, kind of bouncy. It's true. Facts. I don't have that. Hunter has like buoyant hair. I don't. So
it's beautiful, Schlegs. What did we do with our first weekend off? I mean, you've been grinding up here. The week after spring ball, still some lifting to get done before discretionary time. And first weekend now to be able to kick back, relax, toes in the water, rear in the sand, just hanging out.
Yeah. You know what? Let me tell you guys something. That's exactly what I did do, Bob. I hadn't seen the sun
in 3 damn days. You and Kid Rock?
Yeah, exactly. For quite some time.
Fueling up on.
I was like, no, we're going to the beach. And I went to this quaint little beach down the road. It wasn't right down the road. I had to drive there. And my daughter gave me
directions. Did you guys go up to St. Simon's? Where'd we go? Amelia?
I don't know.
No?
I don't know. No, we don't go. I mean, that's pretty far. I don't know. We go to a place called, we either go to Jack's or Michler's or whatever. And we just kept going down south. It's like, I found this little spot. It's really easy to get to. Sand was amazing. I'm like, I believe you. But it turned into 20 minutes, turned into 35 minutes. I'm like, no wonder why you were a little late. This is far. She's like, yeah, but it's worth it. And so I'm like, cool. So we get there, and there's this little gas station. I'm like, how nice is this? Now, you got to buy something if you want to go to the toilet in there, which I agree with. It's not a public restroom. It's the gas station. So went in there, got a Monster, got some gummy bears, walked across the street. Man, it was fantastic. And I stuck this chair in there, and I just fell asleep. I'm like, you know what, guys? I turned on some country music. I was like, Dad's just going to take a nap. Now, before that, I threw the football. It was great. And I was like, I just wanted some sun. I wanted to get a little base red when I left there. I want to be able to touch my skin, and it turns a little white and then fills back up red. You know what I mean? Knowing that you got a good little base color. That's exactly what I did. I hiked my shorts up a little bit, not kind of inappropriate, but just a little bit to get the tan. And it was amazing. I just took a nap there. I was just in the sun. Did I want sunscreen? Nope. Didn't need it. I want to be burned a little bit. And I got it. I got a good base, and I feel good. I think my calves, just looking at them right now, I think I'm like kind of looking at them. I'm kind of liking this. I think I got getting some veins in there, maybe even a little bit. They might not be the biggest, but I think that having canned calves, one, are better than having pale calves.
Oh, yeah.
And two, I think that canned calves make them look bigger. So overall, great weekend.
He is Anthony Schlegel with us here on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. How much sleep have you been averaging for like the last 2 months, you think?
I don't know about sleep, but I do know that since I've been here, I sleep a lot.
In Jacksonville? Or Ohio?
Oh, gosh, yeah. No, in Jacksonville, man. I sleep my face off down here. In Ohio, not that much. In Jacksonville, I sleep. So, but you know what? I told my wife this too. I was like, hey, man, when I'm away from you, I be working. Like, what else do you want me to do?
Well,
that's it. I'm going to go work.
Well, I mean, what else would you do, Schlegs? I mean, you come here, you're getting to some work, getting bumpy, running around at the farm, like all the good things that you want to do, trying to impact people in a positive way, Schlegs. Isn't that your mantra in life? I mean, what are we talking about?
Yeah, maximize people through authentic service. That's what I do, man. That's what I do. So it's been fun being home, working out. It's also been great because, like, little side nugget lessons for everybody that's out there. I got one kid playing football, and they got the Speed Flex helmets, and I'm just out there at practice because it's great because I've been here to like volunteer, and I was coaching everything, and like kids are coming up and they got their chin straps, like custom chin straps.
Oh yeah, looking sweet.
That.
2 mouthpieces.
Yeah, can I get a chin strap? Absolutely not. Why can't I get a chin strap? I'm like, you got one. It's leather. He's like, well, I mean, like, I got to get this one. I mean, it's protection. I was like, no, absolutely not. I was like, I wore a leather chin strap my entire life. I was like, you don't need it. If you want one, you can earn it. How are you going to earn it? You're going to train with me every single day that we're here.
So is that the way he can earn his chin strap?
Yeah, you got to train, and you're going to have attitude and effort when I'm at practice. That's what I got to see. And two, you got to train your neck. Like, these helmets, they ain't light. And everybody's like, like why can't I get – this is the funniest thing. Again, I just like watching, right? And you got kids coming out of stances. They got this freaking big helmet on. Ain't nobody training the freaking neck. I'm like, dude, you want to have safety in the game of football for young people? Parents, make sure they're hydrated. Parents, manual neck. Roger Schlegel them right in the car. Bam! Right in their face. See how that neck goes. And you say, hey, guess what? Chargers are winning. I want you to be safe in football.
It's a little lion paw right to the side of the head. Buddy, always appreciate the time. Thanks so much for waking up with us here this morning. Have a great rest of the day. Enjoy some rest and relaxation, and we'll check in again soon, all right?
Absolutely. Go Bucks, beat cancer. See you, Columbus.
There he goes. Anthony Schlegel with us here on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. A real-life episode of Seinfeld broke out at a Major League Baseball game yesterday. We'll do that in Quick Hitters coming up next. Morning Juice right here on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and good morning. Right now, we're watching one crash on the north side of town. This is at the 71-270 split. Expect lane closures on the ramp from 71 to I-270 westbound because of a crash. Crews are working. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Glow Fiber. Glow Fiber Business is now in Ohio. With prepackaged and customized fully fiber optic business internet solutions, call 1-833-WANT-GLOW or visit glowfiberbusiness.com today.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Attention all business owners, medical practice owners, and taxpayers with complex tax returns. If you're not getting timely, useful financial advice throughout the year from your accountant, you're leaving money on the table. Call my guy, Brad Hennebert, at Premier Tax CPAs. Here's Brad with more.
I'm CPA Brad Hennebert from Premier Tax CPAs, and the true value of using a CPA is getting guidance throughout the year, not just at tax time. During the year, we can actively advise you on your financial, tax planning, and other major business decisions, just like an outside CFO. Too often, when you see your accountant only at tax time, we're really only keeping score of what you did last year. At Premier Tax CPAs, we like to have monthly consultations with our business clients because important financial information is only useful if it's timely. At Premier Tax CPAs, we're a firm that can work with you and your business throughout the year to help you make decisions before it's too late. Give us a call at Premier Tax CPAs, 614-524-4888. That's 614-524-4888.
This is the sound of a well-tuned air conditioner ready for summer. This is the sound of an air conditioner that was not tuned up by Apex Pros.
Excuse me, I represent the Don't Make Stuff Up on the Radio Association.
I'm kind of doing something here.
That sound of a not tuned up air conditioner?
Oh, you mean this?
You made that up.
Well, it's a dramatization. See, most air conditioner troubles can be prevented with a simple tune-up before summer by Apex Pros. The pros who knows.
And that.
The pros who knows.
You can't say sentences like that.
Look, it's just our cute way of saying
that cute bear. Does a bear tune up my AC?
What? No, it's people. I mean, a person, a guy, maybe a gal.
Making stuff up.
An Apex tune-up helps your AC last longer, lowers your energy bills, and prevents this.
You did it again.
Man, you're a real hothead. Sit under this air conditioning.
What air conditioning? I don't hear any...
See? Schedule a tune-up at apexpros.com.
Hi, it's Alex, the friendly Apex Bear. No doubt about it. Columbus loves Apex Pros. apexpros.com.
Rothman and Ice.
Dorothy's not in Kansas anymore. If the spotlight's on you for this, that's almost good. That he should get to feel that right away. Okay, everything matters.
Rothman and Ice. Weekdays at noon.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus.
The Fan.
You expect your home to protect everything you love, but you don't expect the ways water is breaking down your basement and damaging your home. Mold, cracks, and of course visible water are just a few signs your basement is compromised. But there's one way to get answers to all your concerns. A free home inspection from Ohio Basement Authority. We put water back in its place. Get your free inspection at ohiobasementauthority.com.
At the end of every season, a coach evaluates his team. Just like at the end of winter, you should have your roof evaluated. Hi, I'm Bob McElligott for Schottenstein Roofing. Call the expert team at Schottenstein Roofing at 614-321-8888 or go to schottensteinroofing.com to get a free inspection of your roof. And if you need work done on it, don't forget, Schottenstein Roofing has unbeatable value and all of their work is backed for life. That in addition to interest-free financing options. Schottenstein Roofing, a proud partner of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
A toast to our new college grad who fills us with so much joy, almost as much as when we're in our RV. Oh, the world is your oyster, kiddo, and ours too. Now that we're covered with Progressive, Dad and I can hop in our RV anytime we want. Might even splurge on a retractable awning. Oh, look out. Sorry, what was I talking about?
Protect your loved one with an RV policy from Progressive. Take as little as 4 minutes to see what you could save at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. This NFL Draft Player Profile is brought to you by ServPro.
Today, the NFL is full of general managers who erase past draft boards and pretend like it never even happened. For instance, in 2014, a guard out of Notre Dame fell to the Dallas Cowboys at pick number 16. Zach Martin, remember, a left tackle at Notre Dame. Durable, 52 starts, an Iron Man, a projected inside because he didn't have the great arm length. And what a player he has become. Martin has been selected first-team All-Pro in 7 of 10 seasons, including this year.
ServPro, like it never even happened.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Waking up, partly cloudy skies with temperatures in the 40s, definitely improved from yesterday. We're back to the 50s with mostly cloudy skies by lunchtime. We see highs in the 60s by 4 p.m. Columbus hitting 64 just before a round of showers, and a couple rumbles of thunder roll through. Those will be sticking around through the evening. I'm meteorologist Madison Reich with your Doppler 10 forecast on The Fan.
Want to know anything about the Fan's contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Panic and passion. Is that a motivational quote or the title of an adult romance novel? You're listening to Morning Juice.
Well, here on The Juice are brought to you by our good friends over at Affinity Whole Healthy Leader in Testosterone and Hormone Replacement Therapy. You can always visit them on the line at feelgreatcolumbus.com.
Morning Juice presents Quick Hitters.
Sponsored by Schottenstein Roofing. For top quality and a price match guarantee, visit schottensteinroofing.com.
Sharky?
Yes.
Happy Tuesday to you. How was that alarm clock this morning?
Oh, just love that alarm clock at 1 a.m. But it is Tuesday, and that means I got some chicken wings from Roosters.
Little Flapper Tuesday for you?
You know, boys, it is not easy for managers to get ejected these days in baseball. If you disagree with the call, you just challenge the call, and it goes to replay. Can't blame the umpires. Blame the replay booth. Anyway, David Bell of the Reds leads the National League with 27 ejections over the past 5 seasons. The only manager with more is Aaron Boone, who has gotten the boot 29 times in the past 5 years. Boone got ejected yesterday, and the Yankees lost to the A's. And this one was a case of the umpire having great ears and terrible eyes. 5 pitches into the game, home plate umpire Hunter Wendelstedt kicked Boone out of the game for yelling from the dugout. The Yes Network was broadcasting the game, of course. They had a camera on Boone, who was looking away and not saying anything at the time he supposedly yelled at the umpire. Beamer, it was a fan behind the dugout that was yelling.
It was pretty awesome to see that side angle, Shark. I don't know if you saw the video of it, but this dude's in a blue shirt. He's like right kind of on the corner of the Yankees dugout, like where it's at between the field of play and the dugout. And he's yelling. You could see Boone just literally with his head to the side, not even looking at anything, not even realizing kind of what's going on in the game and whether a ball or strike's being called. You see the fan yell, you hear the fan yell, and that ripped off his mask so fast and gave the ejection sign. Aaron Boone loses his mind. He's like, I didn't say anything. I did not say anything to you. How am I being ejected from this game? And I thought to myself, I'm like, that would have been a great plot line for a Seinfeld episode. Like George Costanza gets the manager of the Yankees thrown out of the baseball game, and then they do the whole Seinfeld thing. But, I mean, I don't know who has a larger ego than Major League Baseball umpires.
Sure, this is another reason I dislike Major League Baseball on the large part. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Like, if you watch that interaction, I mean, it is utterly unreal, the fact that one guy can just unilaterally choose to throw another guy out, really without any... And that's almost like their first reaction.
And after the game, he
didn't even own it and be like, hey, you know what? There was sound coming back there.
There was sound coming from the dugout. It wasn't Boone. It was a player. So he changed the narrative. Yeah. He said, I didn't want to kick out a player. He's the manager. I kicked him out, which is a bunch of crap.
5 pitches into the game.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. What could he have possibly done 5 pitches into the game? And the thing is, the umpire say, I heard sound coming back there. Instead of admitting that he was wrong.
Yeah, right.
Like, hey, I thought it was him. I've been informed it was a fan. That's my fault. I need to probably reevaluate this. We need to figure something out with Major League Baseball. Because honestly, he's not turned around. He can't see where it's coming. But you would think that he'd be able to recognize Boone's voice. It's not like the guy's a first-year manager that nobody knows.
Totally true.
He's been in Major League Baseball. His family has forever. He knows the guy's name. Like,
probably umped games before.
That's what I'm saying. Minus the probably.
Yeah, 1,000% he has.
It's ridiculous.
Can you go?
I hate to have to defend the Yankees on here, but
no, the umpires have rabbit ears. It's ridiculous. Just focus on your job.
They're getting paid to do this. They're not volunteers.
Can they go to the replay booth and challenge it, like where the sound came from, and overturn the ejection?
I've never heard of that, but I doubt if that's challengeable. How stupid, though. Come on.
It's crazy.
Shut your ears up and just umpire the game. Doesn't sound like Andy Reid is retiring anytime soon. The 66-year-old future Hall of Fame coach got a contract extension from the Chiefs. What wasn't announced was the length of the extension. Andy Reid is the only NFL coach to win 100 games for 2 different franchises. He has the 4th most coaching victories in history with 284 regular season victories. And Andy Reid needs 40 more to tie George Halas for 3rd place.
Jeez. I mean, that's
40.
40. I mean, that's still
4 years,
3.5 seasons.
Yeah.
Let's see if you're winning 12, 13 a year. You got some playoffs in there. That's a lot. It's a lot of wins. He's got a team that'll be able to do it, but it even puts in perspective how great Bill Belichick has been, and really how great Don Shula was. If you look at how long he coached and at the level that he did, I mean, my goodness, it was utterly remarkable. Some of the things that have been accomplished. Because Andy Reid, at Philadelphia, he was known as the guy who was a really good coach, but just couldn't get it done in the playoffs.
Always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Now he's got 3 Super Bowls. Who's laughing now, Shark?
Yeah, I almost wonder, Shark, if this is like a Tito Francona situation in which the Chiefs are like, hey, man, we understand that there was a lot of smoke
birthday
about
yesterday.
Terry?
Yeah.
Yeah, happy birthday, Terry.
65, 1 year younger than Andy Reid.
What's remarkable is we didn't even have any sound from him.
I know. I gave that to Shark, and he said, no, I'm good.
I gave him his Cleveland manager.
Yeah. I gave you Jack Nicholson.
I was trying to give you Vladimir Lenin as well. 2 of your favorite guys born on the same day.
No audio from Lennon. John Lennon, yes.
That and your
Not
sweet
Vlad.
hammer and sickle tattoo that you got on your forearm.
Stalin got it all erased back then.
Yeah, he did. He made sure that nothing was coming out of the Kremlin. I almost wonder with this situation with Andy Reid, whether it's going to be like, let's just play it by ear, right? Like, if you're going to be the coach here no matter as long as you want, your health situation, we'll see if you want to retire at the end of the year, like, we'll go through it. But, you're basically the coach from now until whenever you want to call it quits. And I think Andy Reid has definitely 1,000% deserved that right in Kansas City.
I'm totally against retiring at 66. Andy, you should retire at 65.
You should retire at 65.
We are just 2.5 days away from the start of the NFL draft. The big storyline, of course, how many quarterbacks going to be picked in the first round. The Raiders have the 13th pick in the draft, and they seem to be in the, what shall I say, the market for a quarterback, because right now they have Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell. Tom Telesco is Vegas's new GM, and he refuses to admit that they are targeting a quarterback. He said, quote, "We can use help a little bit everywhere. I don't think any position is precluded from being drafted." Beamer, is Tom Telesco telling the truth?
Nobody knows. It's lying season. It's still lying season. It's going to be lying season until we get to Thursday evening and we get the first round of the draft, and really through Friday and Saturday as well before this whole thing goes off. I think there's a great point to be made here from the Raiders, though. Like, yeah, you're probably not a quarterback away from being uber competitive and being in the playoffs. Sure, they turned it around last year a little bit after they fired Josh McDaniels. They got rid of him. Like, yeah, you turned it around, but I don't think anybody would look, especially with Patrick Mahomes in their division, Harbaugh coming in with the Chargers. I don't think anybody would look and say you're one great quarterback away from like being immediate Super Bowl contender. So I think his line of thinking is, maybe he's not telling the truth, but I think it is true. Like, at their position, they need a lot. It's BPA.
It is BPA, but the most important position is the quarterback.
Yeah.
And if you can get that situated and get that structure, that's why teams move up all the time. If there's a guy there that you like that's within striking distance and it's not a king's ransom, usually you go up and get it because you can fill out those other positions much easier than QB.
But at 13, you have to ask the question, is
who's
Bo Nix better than Gardner Minshew?
And it all depends on their draft board, right? I mean, it all depends on how they view these guys. So we'll see what happens come up here tomorrow. NFL, or not tomorrow. Today's Tuesday, not Wednesday. I was fast forwarding myself a day. That's no good. There's a new favorite for the MVP in the NFL, and it actually floored me. We'll do that in the re-rack coming up next. Morning Juice right here on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and good morning. Right now, we are still watching crews respond to a crash on the north side of town at the 71-270 split. The ramps from 71 north and southbound to 270 westbound are completely closed. You can use 270 eastbound to Cleveland Avenue to flip back around in those westbound lanes of 270. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steckerwald with your fan traffic.
We see it every day. A guy comes into the men's clinic and guess what? The pills quit working, or they're sick of the side effects. And you know what else we see? Guys not confident in their relationship. At Columbus Men's Clinic, we're the leaders in bedroom confidence. Understanding if you even need ED or low T treatment should be the first step. And the next should be choosing the treatment or treatment combination to build your confidence. Our urologist and physician group is offering professional, modern treatments with success rates as high as 92% and decades of experience. Our doctors are not going to send you an email with what might work for most people. We are results-driven. Concierge. You don't pay for medication, it's included, but you invest in the time it takes to get you where you want to be. We've built an experience with discretion that takes the worry out of going to the doctor. In fact, we've normalized it for guys all over Columbus. Come see our friendly team in Columbus and find out why we've been #1 in men's health for years. Get a consultation and low T blood work with results on your first visit for $99. Get your confidence back in the bedroom and beyond. Go to columbusmensclinic.com and book your appointment today. columbusmensclinic.com.
New 2024. Up to 72 months Aria. Up to 36 months Murano and Rogue. Ends 4/30/24.
Reichert Nissan has an announcement to make. 0% financing is now available for up to 72 months. Take your Reichert Nissan Aria home today and pay 0% for 72 months. But that's not all. Reichert Nissan also has 0% financing on Murano and Rogue 2. Visit the Reichert Mega Mall off 270 and 33 or shop thousands of new and certified used at ReichertNissan.com.
Get the right car at Reichert.
We're dealing.
Credit. Residency restrictions apply. Offers cannot be combined. Dealer contribution affects consumer cost.
When you're on a business trip, you know what goes completely off the rails? Your workout routine, especially when you book a hotel that doesn't have a gym. So what ends up happening is you do a few push-ups and sit-ups in your room, run around the block, or just skip it entirely. Lame. If you just stay at La Quinta by Wyndham, you'll discover there's a fully equipped fitness center at every location. Now you can wake up and power your buys and tries the right way or de-stress with some cardio. The choice is yours. Tonight, La Quinta, tomorrow you shine. Book direct at lq.com. Evan Cohen here from Unsportsmanlike on ESPN Radio for True Green. Are you ready to elevate your lawn game without breaking the bank? True Green has been the trusted choice for over 2 million homeowners for over 50 years. Visit TrueGreen.com and discover the easiest and affordable way to achieve a pro-level lawn guaranteed. Plus, enjoy True Green's verified price matching, ensuring you get the best lawn for the best price. Visit TrueGreen.com and transform your lawn effortlessly. That's TrueGreen.com. Your dream lawn is just around the corner.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good morning. I'm Mark the Shark. During the regular season, the Orlando Magic averaged 110.5 points per game. So far in the first 2 games of the playoffs, they've been held to 84.5 points by the Cavaliers. Last night in Cleveland, Donovan Mitchell scored 23 points. Jared Allen collected 20 rebounds as the Cavs beat Orlando 96-86 to take a 2-game lead in their first-round series. In baseball, pitcher Hunter Green was the second overall pick in the 2017 draft by the Reds. Cincinnati is still waiting for him to put things together in his career. Green has a record of 9-22 with a 4.61 ERA. Last night, he allowed 4 runs over 7 innings in a 7-0 loss to the Phillies. Green is 0-2 on the season. The Guardians had the night off. They begin a series with the Red Sox tonight in Cleveland. The Sports Center is sponsored by the Waterworks. Trust the pros at the Waterworks for all your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Visit thewaterworks.com to get started.
Beam has a baby face. Bobby has soft hands. That should not stop you from listening to this show. This is Morning Juice.
Hour number 2 of the program for us on a Tuesday. Brandon Beam, Bobby Carpenter, Mark the Shark. Coming up here 7:35 this morning. Tony Gerdeman, Buckeye Huddle. He's going to join the program. We'll talk some Buckeyes with him. 8:05. If you just missed him at 6:35, Schlegel. He was so out of control last night when we recorded him that we had to talk to him live this morning. He'll be reappearing on your radios, on your streams, or on your podcast coming up here at 8:05 here a little bit later on. And then Uncle Beau, he's going to round out the program with us. We'll talk a little Browns draft, talk a little life with Uncle Beau at 8:35, a skosh later on here on what should be a fine day in Central Ohio.
Keeping you informed about what's trending this morning. It's time for a little re-rack on Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Billiards Plus, your destination for top-of-the-line grills with up to 30-year warranties. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
All right, Cavs get a nice little victory last night, Sharky. You know that you were super pumped about that. 96-86. How we feeling? 2-0 heading up into Game 3 against Orlando coming up on Thursday.
Well, you know, I'm a glass half empty guy, Beam, and when it comes to my teams, I don't expect them to win, and I don't know what the odds are on FanDuel for Game 3 on Thursday in Orlando, but I'm taking the Magic.
Outright?
They will win at home.
This is the one. Usually teams win Game 3 after going down 2-0, coming back home. If there's any fight, it's going to be right here.
Cavs are a 1.5-point underdog. They're plus 102 on the money line.
See? The smart guys out in Vegas know that Orlando's going to win too. And that's okay. You just got to win at home.
You think?
Bob, I'm not going to go that far yet. Let me see what happens in Game 3, and then I'll give you a prediction for Game 4. But my prediction right now, Magic will win Game 3.
So it's going to be 2-1 heading into
Cavs,
Game 4.
You're not ready to go all in on Cavs in 5.
No. Oh, no.
We're not worried about a Cavalanche just yet?
We're very worried about a Cavalanche. That's an avalanche coming down on the Cavs. And, of course, Orlando's got Bob's 2 favorite players in the NBA, the Wagner brothers out of Michigan.
Mo and Franz?
Yes.
Hans and
Franz.
I mean, that's great.
Life's imitating art now. That's where we're at.
It really is. So we got that going on. Good job by the Cavs to go up 2-0 in the series. Game number 3, like I said, coming up on Thursday. Crew in action tomorrow against Monterey. That is an 8:15 start at Lower.com Field. Again, that is a 2-leg series, so aggregate scoring now in effect. Kicking in here, so they got a busy one coming up here tomorrow. Hopefully the Death Star
Love aggregate scoring, Beam.
I know you do. It's a nice determination of a true champion, I feel like. Instead of the one-off, which you'll get in the final. Yeah.
There's no benefit to the team that was better during the season.
They're not. Yeah, none.
But
they play in different leagues, so who knows?
That is true. I guess when you have multi-league play, this might be the best way to go.
Yeah, so it's a big one tomorrow coming up for the Crew again at lower.com field. It's an 8:15 start. And then I was a super juice vampire because next Wednesday is the second leg against Monterrey down in Mexico. And that is a 10:15 Eastern start.
You call that the victory lap.
Yeah, that's a 10:15 start, which I'm already dreading. I'm already not looking forward to coming into work next Thursday on that.
Will you stay up to watch that?
Oh, 1,000%. Yeah, 1,000% I will.
Okay.
Stayed up and watched the penalty shootout against T-Grace, and that bad boy ended at like 11:15. Yeah, that was no good. And then I was too excited to go to sleep after Schulte's heroics and the shootout. So then it took me like another hour to calm down and fall asleep. But
Okay.
I'll be up for that game for sure. What do you got going on in New Orleans? Sounds like a pretty fun trip you got.
My wife's friends turning 50, so
all right,
big birthday. So yeah, heading down there. Gonna enjoy that for a couple of days. Got to get back. Saturday we got kids activities and all kinds of things. So just heading down there for a couple of days. Leave out Thursday after the show. Get back Saturday afternoon and you kind of enjoy it a little bit. Biggies. I haven't been to New Orleans since. I've been in New Orleans since 2015. I guess
that have been the game against Bama?
14-15, yes. I got there before the new year. We left after the new year. And it was pretty
great
fun.
time.
It was great. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. I feel like I was down there for a week, but I think it was like 3 days.
I had so much fun on that trip. My buddy and
Did
I.
you have as much fun as Chops in Phoenix?
Nah, I don't know about if I had that much fun. So
NK.
What are you talking about, Bob?
NK.
Maybe he can tell that story a little bit later on because I wasn't
Chops
there.
was wandering into the media deal in the middle of the night yelling pancakes.
After having to leave earlier?
Yeah, after being asked to leave.
This is remarkable. What a turnaround that guy's had.
Lost like 100 pounds.
Yeah.
Not a staggering drunk anymore.
Yeah, he's great. He's
Fancies
great.
himself Beau Bishop's co-host. I don't know if Beau would co-sign that.
Yeah,
but
no, he wouldn't. He wouldn't
either
for
way.
sure. So we were down in New Orleans. We drove. My buddy and I, I lived with him in college and then lived with him right out of college. But this was our senior year, so we were still living in 100 East Woodruff, which
Is this the one that gets the mail sent to your house?
No, that's a different buddy that gets his mail sent to my house. By the way, he didn't pay his ticket, and I got a notification in my mail that he got a $25 late charge. So I sent a picture to him, like, "Hey, you might want to pay this."
Next thing they're going to do is they're going to
repossess my house because that's his emailing address.
I don't know if that's how it works, but they'll put like a little hold on. I mean, he'll get his tag suspended. I mean, it'll be not good.
So we were driving down to New Orleans. We decided to leave at, what is the drive down there? Like 10 hours, 11 hours, something like that?
Yeah, it's further than what you would think.
Yeah.
I bet it's probably close to 12.
So we leave from Dayton, and we leave probably at like 11 o'clock at night, like midnight. We're just going to drive through the night. So one of my buddies who I'm doing student radio with is already down there. We're staying at the hotel to do like student radio. But in the meantime, like I'm working with Skip. I'm Bubble Boy, right? Like the big like parabolic,
that's right. Yeah, you helped
parabolic dish on the sideline. So I'm not doing the game as a broadcaster, which is fine. It's cool. I get to sit on the field for the entire game.
Yeah, you can
and
be
watch.
a drunk.
Yeah, if you watch Tyvus's interception at the end where they're, everybody's yelling at him to get down, like right as he intercepted the ball, you can see me standing there with the dish. So I'll never forget this. We go out the night before. And again, I mean, that game is what? New Year's.
That was New Year's Day.
The game was New Year's Day.
Because I'll never forget, we went out the night before for New Year's Eve there, and Sean Payton, they were out of the playoffs that year, so we had dinner with them, and we sat down, and I mean, we didn't sit down for dinner until like 9:40. Maybe we sat down at like 9, but everything took so long. The food was great. But then I don't even think we ended up getting entrees because the appetizers took so long and there were so many. And I was like kind of waiting to get an entree. And then so we did that, went to a bar, watched some fireworks and stuff over the water, like another place.
Yep.
Went to a place called Gold Mine, which was a club. Yeah, you can imagine how that was.
Yeah,
and then finished up, I think, at the Empire Club, which was an adult cabaret being.
Perfect.
In a private room. And at 4:30 in the morning, I remember looking over at Courtney like, hey, I got to actually do the pregame show tomorrow.
The Gold Mine Saloon, the dance club.
Yeah.
Looks great.
Yeah, it does. It does. So I had to, I'll never forget because
you guys did the show from the booth.
Yeah.
From the.
Not you guys. It was me. we were too cheap to send anybody else. They didn't pay for anything of
Was
mine.
it you and AR went down to Dallas the following week?
Yeah, the following week.
Right? Okay.
I'll never forget. I told Jay, I was like, hey, I mean, this is the CFP.
Who's Jay?
The first one, Vijay.
Jammer.
And our old GM, or whatever his title was.
Program director.
Yeah, PD. And I'm like, hey, this is kind of a big deal. He's like, all we're supposed
the fact that you had to delineate that this was a big deal for him, I think tells you.
This is kind of like all we're supposed to allegedly care about is Ohio State football. I'm like, they're in the 4-team playoff, the inaugural one. They're playing Bama. And I'm like, are we going to go down there? He's like, yeah, it's just not in the budget. I'm like, well, I'm going to go to the game. My brother's coaching on the staff. Like, I'll just go do it. And you know why? Because the week before, I went to the Big Ten Championship and did it the exact same way.
Mm-hmm.
Rode over with some of my friends. We had a van that took us there and back the same day. And I went and did the show with Skip in Indy.
Yeah.
I went and did it before Paul and Jim jumped on.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, I'm just going to do that again. He's like, okay. I go, I'll talk to Skip. It'll be fine. I was like, the Superdome is not a new arena.
No.
It is old.
Yeah.
It is tiny. I was sitting on stairs, like the booths drop down from the walkway. I was sitting on the steps with just the Comrex on my lap.
That's awesome.
It was great. But in getting there, I mean, waking up the next day, I didn't wake up. I had to force myself up.
Well, I think I woke up at 1:00 in the afternoon.
Ohio State was the third Big Ten game that day. Who was playing Auburn? Wisconsin was playing Auburn. I think in the Outback Bowl, maybe.
Was South Carolina playing Michigan?
That was the day before.
Was that the Jadeveon Clowney hit?
That may have been the day before. And then Michigan State was playing Baylor.
Yeah.
And it was a big deal. Like, Wisconsin ended up beating Auburn, and I remember I barely got to see the second half of that. I'm like struggling to get out of bed. I was so tired. I'm like, oh, I've got to get going. It's almost time. I'm like, can we get something to eat? Because everything's an hour earlier down there. So the game started at 7.
Yeah.
Ish, 7:30. So let's say 6 o'clock is when the network ended. So we were on like 4.
So you had to
maybe
get
3:30.
Yeah.
So it sounded like it was plenty of time, but when you're struggling to get up at
when you
noon,
get up at 2,
at 1:00, I mean, I'm like fighting to get up for halftime of the noon game. It's like, oh, they're winning. And then I remember watching a little bit of the Michigan State game before I got there. Maybe none. I think I was watching Michigan State Baylor as I was walking in, starting then, and that was going on there. And then I remember watching Michigan State win as we were in network coverage, walking into then leaving for an hour and a half, walking around the sidelines, doing the pregame. And then that was cool because Chesney got a box for the game. His dad was a big Alabama fan. So we went sat in the box with Kenny, one of his head of securities from Dayton. So big Buckeye fan. So it was an awesome time, but it was the longest day in the world. And then that night became the longest night in the world because we beat Bama. But the long story short, when I told String Bean, Mr. J, I'm like, but we'll go to the national championship if we win. And Rothman goes, it was a great play by you. He goes, they're not going to beat Bama. I go, but if they do, we're going to go. He goes,
and the best part is next week after they beat Bama, I told you we were going to beat Bama.
Oh, of course. He was all in on the win then. But he texted me. I was like, hey, I texted him like after Zeke's run. I go, you better book the flights now because if not, they're going to get crazy expensive. And I probably shouldn't have let him book the flights because, I mean, he had us like connecting through, Sheboygan and like on some whatever, the worst flight times ever in the history of the world. I'm like, the next time
there's probably more points for him on his credit card.
Exactly. I'm like, next time I'll book it, and then you can reimburse us. But yeah, Rothman and I going down there. But his famous line, they're not going to beat Bama. Like, but if they do, he goes, you pinned him to it right there. Yep. We'll be there, right? It will be the national championship game. I mean, they play one of those a year. So long story short, they won, and Zeke's run was fantastic, and I had a great time. I had a great time in New Orleans. Ate a ton of beignets, and had New Orleans food. I mean, it's a deadly place to go.
Yeah, it's great.
I mean, there's like no time, just never ends.
No,
there.
it doesn't. It doesn't start, nor does it stop.
Rust Cole, it's a flat circle.
It is
down there. It's a flat circle.
You just get lost in time.
They never close anything.
No.
It's like, what time is it? It's 4:15, and I'm at a cabaret with my wife and our friends on New Year's Eve. Now New Year's Day.
I got to be at work.
Got to be at work in
8 hours.
12 hours. I'm sitting here watching a stripper smoke a cigarette on a bench in front of me.
And then put it out on someone's forearm. You have a great tale from that. I have a great tale from that night as well. We'll do that next. Morning Juice right here on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and good morning. Right now we are still watching a big closure on the north side of town. The ramps from 71 north and southbound to 270 westbound are shut down as crews work to clear up a crash. You'll have to get onto I-270 eastbound, flip around at Cleveland Avenue to get back in those westbound lanes of 270. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your fan traffic.
Hi, welcome to the IKEA Spring Sale. Did you know that right now you can save up to 50%?
On bookcases?
Yep.
Office storage?
Yeah.
Ooh, something for the kiddos?
We've got you. Plus, IKEA family members get an extra 10% on select sale items.
Sign me up.
Don't miss out on the big IKEA Spring Sale. Visit your local IKEA store or go to IKEA-USA.com/offers now through 5/7. Offer valid 4/17 to 5/7. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary by store and online. See store on IKEA-USA.com for complete terms. Restrictions apply.
Safe Auto Insurance is now Direct Auto Insurance. What's the difference? Basically, the name. Direct Auto offers savings of up to 25% on state minimum coverage, just like you're used to, which means you never have to make trade-offs when it comes to paying for car insurance. So don't even think about carpooling to work with Talkative Ted. It's time to stop compromising and keep driving with Direct Auto. Get a free quote at directauto.com or call 1-877-GO-DIRECT. Savings vary, terms apply. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter, and it's starting to get nice outside, so you want to be outside. You want to be active. You want to be playing golf, mowing the grass, taking walks, hanging out with your friends, grandkids, relatives, whoever it might be, but you don't want to do it with aching joints. And so the solution for that is regenerative medicine, and the place to do it is QC Kinetics. If you're tired of those achy joints, the joint pain that's keeping you from doing what you love with those that you love, call QC today. No surgery, no steroids, no drugs. You don't need those. They're no longer the best option. I've been a patient at QC. My knee feels a lot better. I can get out running. My dad's been a patient at QC. He's able to move around without the pain and restrictions that he had before. Able to take walks with my mom, walk the dogs, the stuff that he loves. There's no surgery. There's no drugs. There's no downtime. So visit him online to find out more at qckinetics.com/Columbus to learn more about these options, or give him a call at 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544, one of their convenient locations in either Dublin or Gahanna.
The Buckeye Show.
Devin Royal's got to become a three-point shooter. Not afraid to fire it. Devin looks like he wants to score lots of points. And you know what, Devin? I want you to score lots of points.
The Buckeye Show.
Sponsored by Schottenstein Roofing and Care Source.
Weeknights at 6 on The Fan.
When you drive a vehicle so reliable it's backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty, you stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Find out what you're capable of in a vehicle that inspires confidence around every corner. Lease a new 2024 Sportage LX for $269 a month for 24 months with $34.99 due at signing for well-qualified lessees. Kia, movement that inspires.
Warranties include 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain and 5-year, 60,000-mile basic. Warranties are limited. See retailer for details. Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. New 2024 Sportage LX 2.5-liter GDI 8AT FWD excludes hybrid PHEV 28,565 MSRP. MSRP includes destination handling and excludes taxes, title, registration, license fees, options, and retailer charges. No security deposit required. Actual prices set by dealer and may vary. Subject to credit approval by Kia Finance. Lessee is responsible for insurance, maintenance, repairs, 20 cents per mile, over 10,000 miles a year, excess wear, and a $400 termination fee. Subject to dealer participation. Offers may not be combined except where specified. Must take delivery by 4/30/24. Limited inventory available.
Have you lost Ohio Medicaid? At healthcare.gov, you can find a low-cost, quality health plan.
Do plans cover doctor visits?
What about emergency care?
And prescriptions?
All covered and more. Plus, with the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is, fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Guys, partly cloudy right now with temperatures in the 40s. We see another round of clouds start to roll in by lunchtime. Temperatures hit the 50s by then. Will be mostly cloudy as we head into the afternoon with a high of 64 in the metro before a round of showers and thunderstorms rolls through this evening. I'm meteorologist Madison Reich with your Dapperton forecast on the Fan.
FanDuel is the exclusive online sportsbook partner of Morning Juice. Just sign up at FanDuel.com/juice. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
A radio show hosted by two former football players, one slightly more successful than the other. You're listening to Morning Juice.
Here's Long here, a little Tuesday edition of the program. Brandon Bean, Bobby Carpenter, Mark the Shark. It's time for this.
Oh boy, you hear the sound, you know what it is. That means it's a Tuesday, an appetizer Tuesday. That equals a Threes Day at Roosters. And that means the featured appetizer is going to be $3 all day long. That featured appetizer is, it is breaded mushrooms, fried crispy golden on the outside, hot and juicy on the inside, served with a side of ranch dressing. And if you want to get real crazy, go for the spicy ranch. It's the fried mushroom. It's the favorite of Bill Zwick. It's going to be $3 all day long at Roosters, which means it's going to be phenomenal goodness. And if you stay tuned, listening in an hour, 1 hour from now, we're going to give you a chance to win a $50 Roosters gift card. Shark, how excited are you for Flapper Tuesday?
I'm always excited for Flapper Tuesday, Bob. I didn't tell you that 2 weeks ago, you brought my flappers in a day late, remember?
Well, because we didn't do the show till Tuesday because Austin was so hungover coming back from WrestleMania that we didn't do it on Monday. We did it on Tuesday.
Anyway.
He blamed it on the eclipse, but I'll blame it on
WrestleMania.
Yes.
That was my last day of work before vacation, and I didn't tell you I got 11 wings in there again. Second time
good.
I've had 11.
There's some you've probably only got 9 because if I don't pull it off and hide them away, I think some of my kids might snag one out of there.
Did you count them this morning?
Beforehand. That's good.
No, I didn't count them yet this morning.
The bonus wingy.
I'm going to be surprised when I get home.
Last night, I got the, I'm telling you, one of the servers turned me on to these. I didn't even know they had it. Nicole let me know. I've been going there for years. They do a naked wing.
Yeah.
And then you can get it with this Nashville rub, and then you get a little sauce, so it gives it a nice little kick.
I love a dry rub.
Oh, the dry rub with the, who doesn't love a dry rub? I mean, it's a second only to a moist rub.
Big dry rub guy.
But
who doesn't like a naked wing?
That's right. I mean, I'm fans of both. So you get the dry rub, and then you can get a sauce on it. Zwick's been getting the garlic on there. I'll get a little bit of sweet Thai chili. Really brings it home, Coach. Usually those last me a couple of days. I'll eat 2 or 3 a day. Mm-hmm. Yesterday, I ate 5 for lunch and 5 for dinner.
Perfect.
So, before going to WrestleMania last night. Which, by the way, it was my kid's first foray into it. My youngest was the one that wanted to go.
Okay.
And so it's all right. So I was going to get tickets. My buddy was going to take him. I don't have time. It's finals stuff. This was before I even realized we had the Bruce Springsteen concert. It's Monday night. I hate just being tired to start the week.
Monday Night Raw.
I didn't have a drink, though. My buddy, he had a couple. Lou, he'd get me waters. He'd get himself a
smart play.
Tall, cool one, cold one. So it was good. But
sneaky good pops at the shot too.
Well, the thing was,
the shot, I don't know. Their draft lines are great.
They if you're on the floor, they don't let you even have the bottle, even if it's open.
Really?
Yeah. So everything was in cups. So we maybe spilled a Gatorade on the floor. It's just in a giant cup, no lid. It was terrible. Not a great situation, obviously. And he was trying to figure out why wouldn't they let you do that? I'm like, because I don't think they want people throwing bottles on the stage. That's the worry.
That's true.
That's why we can't have nice things. But anyway, so. We're down there. I drank 4 waters last night. Elite levels of hydration today. Feeling good about that. But they're bringing up some of the tag teams, and there's a ton of tag teams on last night. And my oldest son, he'll be 11 here. He's 4th grader, 11 this summer. And so he kind of gets it, and he's like, Dad, we were up close. And so you see, I'm like, it's not real, but some of the hits are real.
Oh, of course.
And some of them hurt. Some of the dudes were spitting some blood and everything. But the tag teams are coming out there and they're going back and forth. And he goes, is this a 3-on-2 thing? I go, no, that's the coach. He goes, well, if it's all pre-planned, why do they need a coach?
It's a great question.
I go, why do you need a ref?
Yeah.
why do you need any of this? I'm like, it's entertainment. It's the quality. He's like, okay, I get it. I'm like, I've realized
production value.
It's the production value. I watched The Official last night more than I've ever watched The Official in WWE ever. And just the entertainment, like, what are you really providing? What are you bringing to this? Like, you trying to push the other tag team partner out when they illegally enter the ring? And he's like, come on,
he's finding a way in that ring.
I'm like, are you going to penalize him? Are you going to put him in the penalty box? Like, penalize him points here? Like, it was so great.
Like seduction on the table?
Oh, it was so great. Watching them yell at each other. Get up.
A draft pick.
Get up. 1, 2. How do you get out of that? I'm like, they always get out of the first one and second and third. I go, this thing's got to go 15 minutes, buddy.
They got time to fill between the commercials.
Yeah.
That's great. You had a good time. So you were talking about your story going down to New Orleans because you're going back down this week for the first time since the semifinal against Bama. So we left from Dayton, and thanks to Ryan, it's a 12.5-hour drive from Dayton. But our goal when we left was to be on Bourbon Street by 10 a.m. local time. Like that was.
Oh, you were going to drive straight in?
Of course. Bob, we were in college. Like, yeah, that was our plan. So Meredith's flying in like later that night on New Year's Eve evening, right? So she's coming in later that night. Or maybe we went in the day before. I don't know. Regardless, like we got to pick Meredith up or she's got to get an Uber from the airport at some point. So we go down to Bourbon Street. We're having a great time. Fast forward to New Year's Eve. So we end up, we're at Pat O'Brien's, right? The home of the Hurricane.
Oh, yeah.
Great outdoor patio.
Yeah.
Great outdoor patio.
Probably at 10. It's pretty easy to get a spot, too, I'm guessing.
Well, this was on New Year's Day. I think we showed up at like noon, maybe. It is early in the afternoon, whatever it was. And we stayed there for so long that at one point, Bob, we had noticed because it was awesome. Like we were right by the water fountain, like inside of the courtyard. Like we had a big table. There were probably like 12 or 15 of us in there. So at one point, we started noticing that they were like roping off where we were at
because at night.
Because they had sold tickets to, do something for New Year's Eve.
If they were going to clear you out. This is going to be good.
So we noticed this and we're like, should we close out? Should we go somewhere else? And one of my buddies, I'll never forget it, he's like, let's just see how far we can go with this. Like, let's just stay here. They never asked us to leave, ever.
Really?
So we stayed there. We stayed at Pat O'Brien's drinking Hurricanes, which is the most sugar-filled drink that you could possibly
Oh, the Hurricane?
Oh, yeah. It was great. So we stayed there all night, like until after like New Year's happens. So then we go home, don't think anything of it. I wake up like you at like noon, knowing that I have to go. And I don't have to talk or anything. I mean, I'm just standing on the side.
I don't know. I'd rather talk for 2 hours than hold that giant disc on the field.
I was a mess.
It was a long game.
So it was so funny. And it's something that I will never forget my entire life. So I walk into the booth with Paul and Jim and Skip. And again, I'm young and I don't know them as well as I do now working here. And Paul says to me, he goes, Brandon. I said, hey, Paul, what's going on? He goes, well, I saw you guys last night at Pat O'Brien's. And I started laughing. I was like, yeah, we were there. He goes, somehow you managed to get behind the velvet ropes and I was waiting an hour and a half to get into the place. I started laughing to myself. And like in my hungover state, that I was seeing Paul and Paul telling me the story, my quip back to him was like, you stick with me, Paul, and you'll go places in life. Yeah. And he thought that was the greatest thing he's ever heard. But we somehow managed
stick with me, meaning get there at noon and just sit here the whole time.
Somehow, and Bob, I mean, we have talked to our friends since then. Nobody paid for that. Like, nobody paid for anything.
The alternative was them just asking you to leave.
Yeah.
And sometimes they will, but maybe they thought you guys just looked really important.
I think so. I don't know what happened, but I just remember that, and that was great. And then the Buckeyes won that next day, and it was great. And then we went back out to Bourbon Street after that night happened. So everything was a big, massive victory.
We went back to the hotel they were staying. I forget which one it was. And this is why I love the Sugar Bowl. They kept the coach's hospitality room stocked for, at like 3 o'clock. I'm like, I can't do this again.
I gotta bail.
I've got to go to bed. We're here flying out the next day. But it was awesome.
Started shadow boxing in the mirror afterwards.
Oh, it was tremendous. And so follow that up. Next week we're in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
So New Orleans, dude, there's no laws, basically. I mean, it's
Dallas, it takes 40 minutes to get anywhere.
40 minutes to get anywhere, but they quit serving alcohol, I think at 1 or 1:30. Mm-hmm. And I tried to tell Ohio State when they won. I looked at Martin Jarman.
Yeah.
This is why I would never recommend him to be anything, to have any type of managerial authority. Because I looked at him, I go, listen, man, Hilton Anatole is going to shut down the drinks. You need to call ahead right now. They just won the national championship. This is your job. You're the associate AD, whatever the heck in charge of football. Call ahead or send someone out there. There's a liquor store right down the road. I'll be the one to do it. Whoever. Get alcohol and get that back for the coaches. They're going to want to have fun and celebrate and all these things. It takes, an hour to get back to the hotel. We get back there, of course, it's 1 o'clock. Everything's done. And he goes, no, he told me it was taken care of. Nothing. We can't sell it to you now. I go, I told you to pre-buy whatever it is you had to work out with them. That needed to be. You just won the national championship. The first one in 14 years, 12 years, whatever, 13 years, I think it was. I don't know. 12 to 15, 10, 12 years. So it's the first time they'd ever won in 12 years. And that's how you're going to end it? And by the way, who was prepared and had stuff? Me, because I'd bought it earlier that day and had it in the room because I'm no fool. So then...
We're not going to beat Oregon.
It was Oregon. I thought we had a better chance of beating them than Bama for sure. And then I just had to get mooched off by the coaches the rest of the night. That's the other moral of the story. So me being prepared like a Boy Scout, sitting in the lobby of the Anatole drinks, they shut everything down. Like, oh, hey, where'd you get that? I got it in my room.
I prepared already.
Yeah, I was ready. Martin Jarman failed the squad. One job. Couldn't do it. Be elite.
It's been all quiet on the portal front. Tony Gerdeman of Buckeye Huddle. He's going to join us. We'll check in with what's going on with the Buckeyes next. Morning Juice right here on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Right now, we're still watching a closure on the north side of town at the 71-270 split. Right now, the ramps from 71 north and southbound to 270 westbound are completely closed. You can use 270 eastbound to Cleveland Avenue to flip back around on I-270 westbound. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by ER Auto Care. We are masters of our craft.
Everyone needs a mechanic they can trust, and ER Auto Care is that shop for me. Quality craftsmanship done with the highest level of integrity. I couldn't ask for more. With first-class facilities and high-quality staff, the personal touches make every visit worthwhile. ER Auto Care. They truly are masters of their craft.
It's time for the Great Haircut Sale at your local Great Clips salon. Your chance to get a great haircut at an even greater price, just $9.99. And money's not all you'll save at Great Clips. When you use online check-in, you can save time too. So download our app today and hurry in for the $9.99 Great Haircut Sale at Great Clips. It's gonna be great for a limited time at participating salons.
The $9.99 Great Haircut Sale runs April 24th through April 27th.
Hi, this is Ron Frost with Ohio Mulch, and we're proud to serve our customers for over 40 years, where our name means a great deal. So now it's time to drop those prices so you can save big. All bulk mulches are now $10 off a yard. I told you, it's time to save. Visit us online at ohiomulch.com.
Hey, it's Chaps, and nope, I'm not passing out draft predictions today. I'm making a bolder prediction and an opportunity, one might say. How about setting a goal to lose 40 pounds by the 4th with Awaken 180? Has a different ring to it when you have a finish line, right? 40 by the 4th. Imagine this. Your scale shows 240 today. How about watching that dip to a cool 200 by Independence Day? Or maybe it's reading closer to 285 like my scale did. How would it feel seeing 245 by the 4th and on your way to losing 95 pounds? Again, like I did with Awaken 180 and have kept it off for an entire year. Looking back, it took me only 8 weeks to drop my first 40, and with the same results, you'll crush that goal by the 4th. Then ring in Independence Day, shirt off, confident, a cracked beer in hand. Celebrate reaching your goal knowing you'll keep the weight off thanks to free support for life. 40 by the 4th. Set your goal and attain it with your long-term solution for weight loss online at awaken180weightloss.com. That's awaken180weightloss.com.
Hi, here are some ways to listen to The Fan. You can download the Fan app or listen at home on your smart speaker or open up the iHeartRadio app or hold your head out the window and hear Common Man scream. Happy listening from the Dopes at The Fan.
Okay, I'm ready to record my jewelry store's new radio spot. I got a great script that really goes after Diamonds Direct and how they're nothing special and how we can match their price. Great stuff.
Oh, great. We have this new technology that bleeps out any false claims, so it saves us time with editing. So you can start anytime.
Okay, here goes. When you visit our jewelry store, we'll guarantee direct. Our diamonds come straight. We have cutters and... Hey, what the...
The
hard truth is that other jewelry stores simply can't do what Diamonds Direct can. Diamonds Direct has special relationships with De Beers, international connections, and virtually unlimited buying power. The result is true direct importer pricing, exceptional quality, and up to 30 times the diamond selection you find at other stores.
I can't believe this thing won't let me say.
Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion. Get more truth at diamondsdirect.com.
There's a good time waiting in every bite of Tim Hortons' new Dream Cookies.
Oh, yeah.
Because when your favorite people and your favorite flavors like Reese's, M&M's, or Rocky Road get together with Tim's, you know it's going to be good. Celebrate the everyday. Try new Dream Cookies today at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. Limited time at participating U.S. restaurants.
Technology helps keep everyone comfortable with a smart thermostat.
Turn temperature down.
Temperature down.
Turn temperature up.
Temperature up. But to keep everyone on your team working comfortably, you need more than technology. You need CDW to custom configure Dell Client Solutions devices. Adaptive AI-based software creates a personalized user experience and boosts collaboration so they can stay cool and collected.
Temperature down.
Temperature up.
I'm staying out of this. Dell Client Solutions make adaptive performance possible. CDW makes it powerful. Learn more at cdw.com/Dell Client.
Hi, this is ESPN's Mike Greenberg, and ESPN Bet is ready to take you through all the biggest sports moments this spring. The official sports book of ESPN has exclusive offers and markets from Scott Van Pelt, Stephen A. Smith, and me. From the upcoming draft, the playoff intensity, and finally getting out to the ballpark, there's no better time for sports fans. Sign up today, and new users get $100 in bonus bets for making any sportsbook bet. Download ESPN Bet today. What a play.
Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Morning Juice is sponsored by Affinity Whole Health, the leader in testosterone and hormone replacement therapy. FeelGreatColumbus.com. The Fan.
Heading to work? Keep listening to the guys at the office.
Stream the show at 971thefan.com or download the Fan app.
This is Morning Juice.
Well, the road to the NBA Finals, it starts now. May have ended last night for the Lakers.
And the Sixers.
Sixers 5-point lead with a minute to go. Lakers 24-point lead below that. Here's the good news. If you're a new customer to FanDuel, you can go on your own playoff run and get $150 if you just place any $5 bet. And you get $150 in bonus bets, win or lose, during the NBA playoffs. And so the Sixers and Lakers, they're sad, but you know what? If they're betting in that beam and a new customer, they would be feeling better because they have that $150 and probably not be playing in the NBA anymore. So there's all kinds. I bet you can make LeBron was doing everything he could. You're going to parlay it up with him. Just don't parlay it on the Lakers to win. Take the Nuggets on the opposition. Get that done. Just go to FanDuel.com/JuiceBeam to get started. FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA.
Well, you can be like Shark tomorrow or on Thursday and bet for the Orlando Magic, because he thinks it's going to be a 2-1 series heading in to game number 4. Must be 21 and older and present in Ohio. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Right now, we're heading out to the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline, checking with our good friend, Buckeye Heddle. He is Tony Gerdeman. Gerd, thanks so much for the time, buddy. We spent the majority of the 7 o'clock hour recanting tales from New Orleans, and Bob's last time that he's been down there was 2014-15 after the Sugar Bowl against Alabama. Do you have any wild tales from that time?
You know, the only time I've ever been there was the COVID year, where Bourbon Street was kind of desolate, and being there with a bunch of people who'd been there many times before were saying how odd this was, and I was there thinking, gosh, this is still too many people, you know?
I mean, it can be
kind of dirty.
Yeah, it can be a little bit overwhelming. I mean, it can be. There's a nice musk to the city.
If you ever, Tony, if you ever want to see the best part of New Orleans, you need to make sure you set your alarm and get up about 4, maybe 5 o'clock in the morning, and you'll see them out there with like what looks kind of like a fire hose, and they're actually spraying down the sidewalks from all of the human excrement that's out around, whatever that may be. So it's pretty refreshing.
I do remember walking home back to the hotel one night by myself, thinking this is very slippery, and I don't feel it's like walking on ice, but I knew it wasn't ice
because it was a balmy 80 degrees.
This is, what am I, walking on moss? Like, yeah, it's exactly that. All right, Gerd, lots of stuff going on with the Buckeyes right now. Dallin Hayden has a new home. He's going to Colorado, going out with Coach Prime. I mean, it's been pretty quiet on the transfer portal front for the Buckeyes, Gerd, as we kind of get into this prolonged spring here and now the teeth of the offseason. Are we expecting any more movement of some Buckeyes leaving the program?
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised that we haven't seen it yet. My thought was, well, last week the coaches were talking to the players, doing all of their exit meetings and things like that, and letting them know where they stand. So then the weekend would be spent with players talking to family members about their decisions. So I was kind of starting to expect some things to happen. So yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that things aren't happening yet, but the window is still open, and I can't imagine nobody else hits the portal for Ohio State. I do think right now they're right at 85 or so. So it's not like they need to boot people, but we've seen more attrition than this in a normal pre-transfer portal year. So I'm still expecting something to happen here.
You would think, but there's kind of like the conventional wisdom would tell you guys would want to get in earlier for opportunities, as opposed to waiting. I know they had their coaches meetings, and player evals last week, but that was all wrapped up by Thursday. We're talking about Tuesday now, and I'm just surprised there hasn't been any more new news come out about that.
Me too. And then, some of it is you wonder, players will sometimes stick around until they graduate and get that degree and then head off. But I also think there's this, there may be a desire to be part of this team, this particular team. And, you spent 2-3 years trying to get to this point, and Marvin Harrison didn't even necessarily want to leave, knowing that he's leaving without a win over Michigan in their Big Ten title. So I wonder how much of that there is as well. But even still, to have just a couple of guys leave to this point, and I don't want to say well, it speaks to the culture or anything like that, and then have 6 guys hit by 10:30 this morning, but I don't think it's nothing.
He is Tony Gerdeman, a Buckeye Huddle with us here on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. We've been talking a lot how the helmet comms are going to impact, college teams kind of moving forward, and they get a workshop. And I think it was on great display in the spring game a couple of weeks ago, Gerda. There was a great thought with Lincoln Keenholz where he's yelling at Chip Kelly. He's like, Coach, it's not working. And then Ryan is yelling at him on the field, you better have a plan. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But another thing that college football teams are going to have to deal with, the new 2-minute warning becoming more of the NFL model. I mean, I don't feel like it's really going to impact game operations, but I do feel like it's going to impact watching at home with another built-in commercial break.
Yeah, well, and talking to Bill Carollo, the Big Ten director of refs and officiating, a few weeks ago, gave him a call, and he was saying it's not a new timeout, it's not a new commercial break. It's going to occupy an existing commercial break. I'm like, oh, that'll make everybody happy. That's as long as it's not occupying a new commercial break. But I do, I wonder how many casual college football fans didn't already know there wasn't a 2-minute drill or 2-minute warning just because they watched the NFL religiously, and so that's just part of football. So I know the refs liked it because it allows them to just reset everything and get everything settled and know where the clock is and what situations are. So they like it. It's been something they've been clamoring for.
Oh, come
for a
on!
while.
We're pandering to the refs.
So,
this is where we got this from. This makes me hate it even more, Gerds.
I just wanted to make sure I threw that in for you. Yeah, hope you like it.
Yeah, that's what. That's the second usually conversation point that everybody asks me. Usually it's how's the football team. Second, when are we getting a 2-minute drill or 2-minute warning in college football? That's what I really needed.
Terrible. Won't somebody think about the refs?
Yeah, exactly. They're the marginalized group.
Well, they're the show. I don't know about you guys, but when I pay for a ticket to go someplace, I am obviously there to watch the refs and not the outcome of the game.
I mean, it's the best thing going in baseball.
Exactly.
Yeah. It'd be a great Seinfeld episode with Costanza yelling from the stands and then getting the manager of the Yankees ejected. Buddy, we always appreciate the time. Thanks for hopping on with us here this morning. Have a great rest of the day. We'll check in again soon, all right?
All right, talk to you guys later.
There you go. Tony Gerdeman, a Buckeye Huddle with us here on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. We're going to get Juice next. Morning Juice right here on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Right now, we're still watching a closure on the north side of town at the 71-270 split. Right now, the ramps from 71 north and southbound to 270 westbound are completely closed. You can use 270 eastbound to Cleveland Avenue to flip back around on I-270 westbound. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Hi, welcome to the IKEA Spring Sale. Did you know that right now you can save up to 50%?
On bookcases?
Yep.
Office storage?
Yeah.
Ooh, something for the kiddos?
We've got you. Plus, IKEA family members get an extra 10% on select sale items.
Sign me up.
Don't miss out on the big IKEA Spring Sale. Visit your local IKEA store or go to IKEA-USA.com/offers now through 5/7. Offer valid 4/17 to 5/7. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary by store and online. See store on IKEA-USA.com for complete terms. Restrictions apply.
Some people just know the more you protect, the more you save with Allstate, because they know insurance math. Like if you protect your home and auto, Allstate can save you up to 25%. So it's like losing money if you don't bundle. Save more when you protect more. Bundle home and auto with Allstate today.
Bundled savings vary by state and are not available in every state. Saving up to 25% is the countrywide average of the maximum available savings off the home policy. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Give your car an ego boost at Take 5 Car Wash, the wash where cars go to get squeaky clean and drivers go to one-up their neighbors. Their tulips look great, but your ride will look even better. Drop by a Take 5 Car Wash today and get a wash that'll turn heads. You deserve it. Your ride deserves it.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Tropical Smoothie Cafe here with your daily reminder to get on Tropic Time. Take 10. Sip a refreshing smoothie and manifest the Your Cabana side. Slade hot yoga? Treat yourself. Crushed back-to-back meetings? Get that me time. Adulted a little extra today? You deserve a vacay. You're on Tropic Time now at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Self-care alert, new Tropic Bowls are here. Try one of our 4 flavors like our new acai bowl. Your vacay is a Tropic Bowl away.
Common Man and T-Bone.
Could fire that one right through a screen door hole, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I know what you mean.
Panning for gold. Maybe you catch a couple nuggets, but...
Common Man and T-Bone.
Sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company.
Weekdays 3 to 6 on The Fan.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter, and it's starting to get nice outside, so you want to be outside. You want to be active. You want to be playing golf, mowing the grass, taking walks, hanging out with your friends, grandkids, relatives, whoever it might be, but you don't want to do it with aching joints. And so the solution for that is regenerative medicine, and the place to do it is QC Kinetics. If you're tired of those achy joints, the joint pain that's keeping you from doing what you love with those that you love, call QC today. No surgery, no steroids, no drugs. You don't need those. They're no longer the best option. I've been a patient at QC. My knee feels a lot better. I can get out running. My dad's been a patient at QC. He's able to move around without the pain and restrictions that he had before. Able to take walks with my mom, walk the dogs, the stuff that he loves. There's no surgery. There's no drugs. There's no downtime. So visit him online to find out more at qckinetics.com/Columbus to learn more about these options, or give him a call at 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544, one of their convenient locations in either Dublin or Gahanna.
Hey there, business ballers and entrepreneurs. Ready to make your financial dreams come true? Well, get ready to score big with SwishFunding.com, the slam dunk solution for all your business funding needs. Just like that satisfying swish when the ball goes in, SwishFunding.com guarantees you a seamless funding experience. Working capital, expanding your business, upgrading your equipment, or even covering payroll. If you have at least $25,000 in monthly revenue and been in business for at least 1 year, qualifying is easier than a layup. At Swish Funding, we fund up to $5 million in 24 hours. SwishFunding.com's team will guide you every step of the way. No more banking red tape, just quick, decisive action to get you back in the game. Head over to SwishFunding.com and slam dunk your financial goals today. Remember, it's not just a shot in the dark, it's a surefire swish. Go to SwishFunding.com. That's SWISH funding.com. SwishFunding.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Waking up, partly cloudy skies with temperatures in the 40s, definitely improved from yesterday. We're back to the 50s with mostly cloudy skies by lunchtime. We see highs in the 60s by 4 p.m. Columbus hitting 64 just before a round of showers, and a couple rumbles of thunder roll through. Those will be sticking around through the evening. I'm meteorologist Madison Reich with your Doppler 10 forecast on The Fan.
A fan poll is sponsored by ER Auto Care, masters of our craft.
We ask dumb questions, you give dumb answers. Vote now at 971thefan.com. Keep on swiping that card, baby. Keep on swiping that card. Charge it to winning. This is Morning Juice.
We here on the Juice are brought to you by our good friends over at Affinity Whole Health, the leader in testosterone and hormone replacement therapy. You can, of course, visit them on the line at feelgreatcolumbus.com.
What's got you juiced?
sponsored by Newman Roofing. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
Sharky?
Yes.
Going to hear from this guy here in about 15 minutes, around 8:05 again. If you missed him in the 6 o'clock hour, what Schleg's got to say?
Very short but sweet.
Garbage. Garbaggio. Vomited in my mouth, Beam. It tastes awful.
What? I have no clue what he's talking about.
That is an awful taste when you vomit in your mouth. I hate when that happens. Even just like that burpy,
that
vomit taste.
Yeah, that burp stew.
And then you want to kiss your wife.
Yeah, of course.
What has me juiced? I'm juiced about my chicken wings today because Jan's going into the office. Bobby brought me 10, possibly 11 flappers.
Possibly 9.
Roosters, possibly 9. And I get to eat them all by myself today because the wife won't be home. So that's got me juiced. Also, the Cavs have me juiced. They have not trailed yet in this series. Led from start to finish in both games, giving up 84.5 points per game to a team that averaged 110.5 during the regular season.
Defense.
Man.
Defense.
That is the identity of our team, defense. Points draws fans. Defense wins championships.
That's right, Shark.
Until we get to the Celtics in the next round. Scotty Scheffler, he wrapped up the RBC Heritage yesterday just as we were going off the air down there in Hilton
Arby's
Head.
Heritage.
RBC, Bob, not Arby's. But I do like Arby's, too. I always like watching Hilton Head. Great field this year because it's one of the premier events now on the PGA Tour, $3.6 million to the winner. Usually the fields are not this good.
Nobody's going to be playing at the Byron Nelson this week.
No, because everybody's worn out after the Masters and Hilton Head. But I like the nice Scottish kilts they have down there at Hilton Head.
You ever worn one of those?
Have I ever worn a kilt?
Yeah.
No.
It's very freeing.
You've worn one?
Of course.
Without underwear?
Yeah, I think that's the traditional way to do it.
You have to do it without underwear?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, make sure you cross your legs when you sit down, Beam. Anyway, Scotty Scheffler has won 4 of his last 5 starts. The only time he didn't win was at the Houston Open when he finished second. Missed a playoff by a stroke when he missed about a 5-foot putt on 18. He is unbelievable right now. 40 consecutive rounds at par or better. In 10 tournaments this season, Scotty Scheffler has made $18.7 million.
Scotty doesn't know.
Who needs the LIV Tour when you just go out and win every week on the PGA Tour?
I saw Kyle Porter of CBS Sports tweet about this, Shark, and it deals with Scotty Scheffler. Said if a PGA Tour golfer played the last 5 events that Scheffler has played, Arnold Palmer, Players, Houston, Masters, and RBC Heritage, made the cut at all 5s and played them all to the field average, you would be about 1 under par at the end of those 20 rounds. Okay?
Yeah.
If you just went to the field average, you made the cuts in all 5 events.
What is he?
The average is 1 under par through those 5 events. Scotty Scheffler in that time is 76 under par.
That's unbelievable.
I mean, it's just
the whole tournament.
It's just, blitzkrieging the field right now. It's awesome to watch.
Lapping the field. And now he gets a break because he's not playing again until like the 3rd week in May, the PGA Championship.
Probably have a new baby by then.
And next week he and his wife are expecting a baby. So it's good to be Scotty Scheffler right now. Let's just say that, Bob.
It is. It's got me juiced last night. It's finally the end of the weekend. Had exams yesterday, which was good. Getting those out. Finals, seniors graduating, wishing them congrats as they move on at Ohio State. It's that time of the year, getting senioritis setting in. So getting all that wrapped up and then going to Raw last night was tremendous. Getting a chance to sit right there behind Pat and the crew. My boys had an awesome time and really enjoyed it. It was a great show, great spectacle. The shot did a good job putting it on. A lot of fun, just later evening. I didn't realize Raw went till 11. I thought it was over at 10. So a late night. But outside of that, everything was pretty good. Had a great time. Like I said, and the boys had a blast. Excited to kind of get some rest and relax a little bit here. Shark, why don't we hit this cut real quick?
I never really considered that until your book. Until I heard the title of your book and I read the synopsis of it. I never really considered it. I never considered that thinking about your problems all the time and talking about your problems all the time literally make the problems grow.
That's right. I mean, it's the number one symptom of depression is what they call rumination, this pathological obsessing over your pain.
Yeah.
That's why stuff like exercise, that's one of the reasons, aside from chemical reasons, one of the reasons that doing anything, you know that running errands is good for your mental health? Getting out of your house and accomplishing anything is good for you. But sitting around talking and thinking about your problems, that's a bad habit. And the best cognitive behavioral therapists and others, you know, the dialectical behavioral therapists, the ones who do really well with depression, the first thing they do is try to break that bad pattern. But a lot of therapists just indulge it.
GSD, Shark. Get out, get stuff done.
Running errands kind of makes me depressed.
It's the accomplishment. It's the ability to get things done, checking off boxes, get the sense of accomplishment, not sitting there and wallowing and manifesting in the issues that you have. And I heard that, I was like, you know what? That's a great little message. That's got me juiced today. Beam, what's got you juiced, sir?
Continuing the line of Scotty Scheffler and just the crazy numbers that are coming out of this. Fewest starts on the PGA Tour since 1983 to go from 0 wins to 10 on the PGA Tour. Scotty Scheffler ranks third on that list now. He's got 10 wins in 51 starts, so pretty good. And all of those coming in a basically 26-month span because his first win ever came in February of 2022. So he's got 10 in the last 26 months and obviously some big game hunting that he's done in these last couple of years. So Scotty is ahead of Tiger in that realm. Took Tiger Woods 59 starts to get to 10 career PGA Tour wins. Took Rory 79. Took Justin Thomas 94. Jordan Spieth 97. So Scotty ranks third. And I told you guys this yesterday. The fastest player ever to 10 wins on the PGA Tour,
Freddie,
was David Duval. Oh. David Duval, it only took him 33 starts on the tour to get to 10 wins.
Fred Couples.
Do you know how long it took Tiger to get from 10 wins to 20 wins? How many starts in between his 10th and his 20th? Because here's where you get to the crazy number.
Probably like 25, 30.
25, 30, that's what you're going with, Shark?
Yeah, I was going to say 31.
17.
Jeez.
Oh, my God. It took Tiger 59.
He won every other tournament, basically.
59 events to get from 0 to 10, and then just 17 more to get from 10 to 20. So I don't know if Scotty's got that lined up here this summer and over the next couple of years. But if he does, then we can start throwing around his name as one of the greatest. But I saw that and it about blew my mind. That's got me juiced. And talking to this guy this morning, actually, because he was so crazy last night that we had to check in with him live. Anthony Schlegel has got me fired up, and we're going to listen to him next. Morning Juice right here on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and good morning. Right now, we are still watching a closure on the north side of town at the 71-270 split. The ramps from 71 north and south to 270 westbound are shut down because of a crash. You can use 270 eastbound to Cleveland Avenue to flip back around onto 270 westbound. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by ER Auto Care. We are masters of our craft.
When you drive a vehicle so reliable it's backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty, you stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Find out what you're capable of in a vehicle that inspires confidence around every corner. Lease a new 2024 Forte LXS for $189 a month for 24 months with $34.99 due at signing for well-qualified lessees. Kia, movement that inspires.
Warranties include 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain and 5-year, 60,000-mile basic. Warranties are limited. See retailer for details. Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. New 2024 Forte LXS 2.0-liter FWD IVT 21,645 MSRP. MSRP includes destination handling and excludes taxes, title, registration, license fees, options, and retailer charges. No security deposit required. Actual prices set by dealer and may vary. Subject to credit approval by Kia Finance. Lessee is responsible for insurance, maintenance, repairs, 20 cents per mile, over 10,000 miles a year, excess wear, and a $400 termination fee. Subject to dealer participation. Offers may not be combined except where specified. Must take delivery by 4/30/24. Limited inventory available.
We buy any car.
Why sell your car at WeBuyAnyCar.com? Because selling it yourself can be, well, you know.
Okay, I'll give you half now.
And?
No, and just half.
What? Avoid the hassle. Come to We Buy Any Car instead. Get in, get out, and get paid at a fair price.
Yeah, I can't do half.
I could probably bump it up to like 50%.
Just go.
Okay.
Get your free online valuation now at
We Buy Any Car.
Okay, I'm ready to record my jewelry store's new radio spot. I got a great script that really goes after Diamonds Direct and how they're nothing special and how we can match their price. Great stuff.
Oh, great. We have this new technology that bleeps out any false claims, so it saves us time with editing. So you can start anytime.
Okay, here goes. When you visit our jewelry store, we'll guarantee direct. Our diamonds come straight. We have cutters and... Hey, what the...
The hard truth is that other jewelry stores simply can't do what Diamonds Direct can. Diamonds Direct has special relationship with De Beers, international connections, and virtually unlimited buying power. The result is true direct importer pricing, exceptional quality, and up to 30 times the diamond selection you find at other stores.
I can't believe this thing won't let me say...
Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion. Get more truth at diamondsdirect.com.
Whether it's baseball season, basketball playoffs, or hockey playoffs, experience it live this spring with Vivid Seats. With one of the most reliable rewards programs in the business, Vivid Seats makes it easy to score great deals on great seats with a 100% buyer guarantee. Plus, with Vivid Seats rewards, you can earn with every ticket purchase, including surprise seat upgrades, birthday discounts, free tickets, and more. Just visit vividseats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
I love a beautiful lawn. I hate doing lawn care. That's why I use True Green. They're the official lawn treatment provider of the PGA Tour. We all know those are some nice greens. So just imagine what they could do to your lawn. All you have to do is water and mow. And to top it off, when you sign up for an annual plan by April 20th, get one application free. Visit TrueGreen.com for the best lawn at the best price, guaranteed. Restrictions apply.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports.
Good morning. I'm Bart the Shark. In last year's NBA playoffs, Cleveland's Jared Allen averaged 9 points and 7 rebounds in 38 minutes per game during a 5-game first-round series loss to the Knicks. In 2 first-round games this postseason, Allen is averaging 16 points and 19 rebounds in 35 minutes as Cleveland has taken a 2-0 lead over Orlando. Last night, Allen had 16 points and 20 boards as the Cavs topped the Magic 96-86. In baseball, the Guardians had the night off. The Reds were shut out at home by the Phillies 7-0. Ranger Suarez allowed just 2 hits over 7 innings, running his scoreless streak to 25 innings while improving to 4-0 on the season. Cody Clemens hit a 3-run homer for Philadelphia. The Sports Center is sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Give yourself a goal of losing 40 pounds by the 4th. It's doable, it's easy, and your summer self will thank you. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Here's a list of undisputed facts. Beamer is round, Shark was a swinger, and no one derails a show like Bobby Carpenter. No one. This is Morning Juice.
Hour number 3 of the program for us on a Tuesday. Brandon Bean, Bobby Carpenter, Mark the Shark. Coming up here momentarily, we're going to be rejoined by Anthony Schlegel. So if you missed him in the 6 o'clock hour, fear not. And if you miss him again, well, guess what? You can listen to our podcast on that on any of your podcasting platforms coming up a few minutes after the show, a few minutes after 9 o'clock. So we got that going for us. And then Uncle Beau, he's going to join us at 8:35. And if you can't listen to that, you can listen to our podcast or you can stream us wherever you get your streams on. I think we're on TuneIn, iHeart. We got an app. You can download that. Give us some feedback if it's working or not. So Schleg's going to join us momentarily. Uncle Beau, he's going to join us coming up here at 8:35.
Keeping you informed about what's trending this morning. It's time for a little re-rack on Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Billiards Plus, your destination for top-of-the-line grills with up to 30-year warranties. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Said Sharky all fired up from last night. Cavs 96, Magic 86. Magic averaging 110 points. It doesn't matter. Defense wins championships. 2-0 series advantage to the Cavs. Game number 3 coming up in Orlando on Thursday. Big one for the Crew tomorrow evening over at lower.com field. 8:15 kick time. Monterey, your Columbus Crew. First leg of 2. Next Wednesday, you're going to be down in Monterey. So I'd like to see the Crew get off to a nice little early lead in this aggregate scoring 2-leg tie. So home tomorrow, away next week. Got a chance to talk to this guy a little bit earlier.
The best way to start a morning is with a heavy dose of iron. Gas station ready, always. It is Schleg Day.
Sponsored by Sugar Shannara Accident Attorneys. We go to war for you at warforyou.com. That's warforyou.com.
And now it's the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Check with our good friend Anthony Schlegel. Schlegs, happy Tuesday, buddy. What's happening?
Happy Tuesday. Was that like a hard-ass pterodactyl call? Like that right before I came on? I like that.
Well, you never really get to hear the intro because Shark gets to put it together. But yeah, it's pterodactyl, eagle, maybe a hawk call right in your intro. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, it's the first time you've heard that.
Yeah, it sounded amazing. I love it. How you doing? Good morning, Columbus. What's going on?
Oh, we're doing great. Bob, fresh off of WWE last night. First time he's gone in 18 years. Saw Pat over there.
Never been.
You didn't go with, I guess it was just AJ, James, and Marcus. You didn't come with us then after our senior year, go down to Cincinnati. I was thinking that you were there with us, but apparently you weren't. There's got to be a window for us to be able to get on WWE.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm watching those guys fly around and do some things. And the number one, so they're not that big anymore. Like, I was sitting there watching these guys. This isn't the guys that we grew up with in the 80s and 90s who used performance enhancers to get to be as big as physically possible. I mean, these dudes look like just normal. There were a couple guys out there that if you told me they played safety, I would have believed you.
Yeah, I mean, it's the act. It's about the presentation. It's about the acting.
The performance.
Listen, I know for a fact they're performers. I know I can perform. Remember, if there's one thing I could do that. I think I'd be really good at it.
Have you thought about like a finishing move or what your song would be in the walkout, like your pyrotechnics or maybe your stage name?
The bad thing is like Goldberg has my finishing move. It's like that's a center line double. It's what it is from wrestling. Like that would be my that's my finisher. Yeah, but it's not a spear. It's called center line double. Is what it is. Like it'd be amazing. You know, that would definitely be my finisher. Or I'd have something different. I don't know. Maybe the slam, right? Like a lateral drop, just all veined up. That could be potentially one. Or like a fireman's, or I don't know, double lay into I don't know.
There's a lot of possibilities, Schlegs.
There's a lot of possibilities, a lot of finishing moves, a lot of different things. But it's all about the showmanship and entertaining. And I would like to think that I can entertain some people.
We know that nobody finishes dudes, Schlegs, quite like you. But I think.
Oh, my gosh. There's one thing I pride myself in, Bob, is being a dude finisher.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you.
It was pretty remarkable last night. The showmanship, the energy. It would be better if you could grow your hair out again because a lot of these dudes have some sweet long hair flipping
Who says
around.
he can't?
He could, but, that's Steph. That's a question for her. What are her thoughts?
No, I feel like, I could grow a beard. I really don't want to grow a beard. You got the stash. I really don't. I kind of like this look on me better than long hair. I don't have thick hair. My hair is not thick. You have thick, buoyant hair, Bob. Mine's not like that.
Buoyant?
Mine's not like that.
Buoyant hair?
Yeah, it's kind of bouncy. Yeah, it's kind of bouncy. It's true. Facts. I don't have that. Hunter has like buoyant hair. I don't. So
it's beautiful, Schlegs. What did we do with our first weekend off? I mean, you've been grinding up here. The week after spring ball, still some lifting to get done before discretionary time. I mean, first weekend now to be able to kick back, relax, toes in the water, rear in the sand, just hanging out.
Yeah. You know what? Let me tell you guys something. That's exactly what I didn't do, Bob. I hadn't seen the sun.
In 3 damn days? You and Kid Rock?
Yeah, exactly. For quite some time.
Fueling up on...
I was like, no, we're going to the beach. And I went to this quaint little beach down the road. It wasn't right down the road. I had to drive there. And my daughter gave me
Did you guys go up to St. Simon's? Where'd we go? Amelia?
I don't know.
No?
I don't know. No, we don't go. I mean, that's pretty far. I don't know. We go to a place called, we either go to Jack's or Michler's or whatever. And we just kept going down south face like, oh, I found this little spot. It's really easy to get to. Sand was amazing. I'm like, I believe you. But it turned into like 20 minutes, turned into like 35 minutes. I'm like, no wonder why you were a little late. Like, this is far. She's like, yeah, but it's worth it. And so I'm like, cool. So we get there, and there's like this little gas station. I'm like, how nice is this? Now, you got to buy something if you want to go to the toilet in there, which I agree with, you know. It's not a public restroom. It's the gas station. So went in there, got Monster, got some gummy bears, walked across the street. Man, it was fantastic. And I stuck this chair in there, and I just fell asleep. I'm like, you know what, guys? I turned on some country music. I was like, Dad's just going to take a nap. Now, before that, I threw the football. It was great. And I was like, I just wanted some sun. I wanted to get I wanted a little base red when I left there. I want to be able to touch my skin, and it turns a little white and then fills back up red. You know what I mean? Knowing that you got a good little base color. That's exactly what I did. I hiked my shorts up a little bit, not kind of inappropriate, but, you know, just a little bit to get the tan. And, it was amazing. I just took a nap there. I was just in the sun. Did I want sunscreen? Nope. Didn't need it. I want to be burned a little bit. And I got it. I got a good base, and I feel good. I think my calves, just looking at them right now, I think, I'm like kind of looking at them. I'm kind of liking this. I think I got getting some veins in there, maybe even a little bit. You know, they might not be the biggest, but I think that having tan calves, one, are better than having pale calves.
Oh, yeah.
And two, I think that tan calves make them look bigger. So overall, great weekend.
He is Anthony Schlegel with us here on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. How much sleep have you been averaging for like the last 2 months, you think?
I don't know about sleep, but I do know that since I've been here, I sleep a lot.
In Jacksonville?
You know what, though?
Or Ohio?
Oh, gosh, yeah. No, in Jacksonville. Man. I sleep my face off down here. In Ohio, not that much. In Jacksonville, I sleep. So, but you know what? I told my wife this too. I was like, hey, man, when I'm away from you, I be working. Like, what else do you want me to do?
Well,
that's it. I'm going to go work.
Well, I mean, what else would you do, Schlegs? I mean, you come here, you're getting to some work, getting bumpy, running around at the farm, like all the good things that you want to do, trying to impact people in a positive way, Schlegs. Isn't that your mantra in life? I mean, what are we talking about?
Yeah, maximize people through authentic service. That's what I do, man. That's what I do. So it's been fun being home, working out. It's also been great because, like, little side nugget lessons for everybody that's out there. I got one kid playing football, and they got the Speed Flex helmets, and I'm just out there at practice because it's great because I have been here to like volunteer, and I was coaching everything. And like kids are coming up, and they got the chin straps, like custom chin straps.
Oh yeah, looking sweet.
That.
2 mouthpieces.
Yeah, can I get a chin strap? Absolutely not. Why? Why can't I get a chin strap? I'm like, you got one. It's leather. He's like, well, I mean, like, I got to get this one. I mean, it's protection. I was like, no, absolutely not. I was like, I wore a leather chin strap my entire life. I was like, you don't need it. If you want one, you can earn it. How are you going to earn it? You're going to train with me every single day that we're here.
So is that the way he can earn his chin strap?
Yeah, you got to train, and you're going to have attitude effort when I'm at practice. That's what I got to see. And two, you got to train your neck. Like these helmets, they ain't light. And everybody's like, like why can't I get? This is the funniest thing. Again, I just like watching, right? And you got kids coming out of stances. They got this freaking big helmet on. Ain't nobody training the freaking neck. I'm like, dude, you want to have safety in the game of football for young people? Parents, make sure they're hydrated. Parents, manual neck. Roger Schlegel them, right in the car. Bam! Right in their face. See how that neck goes. And you say, hey, guess what? Charge to win it. I want you to be safe in football.
It's a little lion paw right to the side of the head. Buddy, always appreciate the time. Thanks so much for waking up with us here this morning. Have a great rest of the day. Enjoy some rest and relaxation, and we'll check in again soon, all right?
Absolutely. Go Bucks, beat cancer. See you, Columbus.
There he goes. Anthony Schlegel with us earlier via the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. A couple former Buckeyes, they have new college homes. We'll get into that coming up next. Morning Juice right here on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and good morning. Right now, the ramps from 71 to 270 westbound are back open after being shut down for quite some time on the north side of town. However, I-71 is backed up on the south side of town coming into downtown Columbus because of a crash right near State Route 104. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your fan traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Buckeye Lake Marina, your go-to destination for all your on-the-water needs. The good life, the lake life, starts at Buckeye Lake Marina.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. I want to tell you about the future of medicine. It's at QC Kinetics. QC is the nation's leader in the most exciting revolution in pain management we've seen in decades. Regenerative medicine. If you're tired of achy joints, joint pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, you need to call my friends over at QC. Surgery, steroids, drugs, those are no longer needed. They're not the best options. Regenerative medicine at QC Kinetics is transforming lives with their innovative treatments to deliver lasting results. We're talking about natural biologics, your own body's healing properties, being able to heal those injured and aging tissues. QC Kinetics is under the leadership of a national medical director, Dr. Mitchell Sheencup. He's a pioneer in this field. So if you want to get feeling better and you don't want to have surgery, go check out my friends at QC Kinetics. They have offices in Dublin or Gahanna for your convenience. Or give them a call at 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. Call QC Kinetics today.
Safe Auto Insurance is now Direct Auto Insurance. What's the difference? Basically, the name. Direct Auto offers savings of up to 25% on state minimum coverage, just like you're used to, which means you never have to make trade-offs when it comes to paying for car insurance. So don't even think about carpooling to work with Talkative Ted. It's time to stop compromising and keep driving with Direct Auto. Get a free quote at directauto.com or call 1-877-GO-DIRECT. Savings vary, terms apply. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
There's a good time waiting in every bite of Tim Hortons' new Dream Cookies.
Oh, yeah.
Because when your favorite people and your favorite flavors like Reese's, M&M's, or Rocky Road get together with Tim's, you know it's going to be good. Celebrate the everyday. Try new Dream Cookies today at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. Limited time at participating U.S. restaurants.
Listening guide. When something's on the fan, it's on the station you're listening to right now. If I say something's on ESPN Columbus, it's on 1460 AM and the Fan's HD2. When in doubt, stream it on the Fan app. Thank you and good night.
New 2024 Chevrolet Equinox LT FWD with approved.
We're dealing at Reichert. New SUVs starting at only $148 a month. Drive a brand new Reichert Chevy Equinox home today, just $148 a month. Shop hundreds of vehicles at ReichertChevrolet.com.
Get the right car at Reichert.
We're dealing.
24 monthly, $44.80 due at signing. Offers may not be combined. In stock vehicles. See dealer for details. Offer ends 4/30/24.
Reichert Chevy's dealing in Dublin. Hundreds of vehicles in stock on the ground and priced to sell fast. Visit our Dublin location of I-270 and Sawmill or ReichertChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
All AAA members know that careful navigation provides peace of mind, but they also know that even the most skilled navigators experience mishaps on the road. That's why you should join AAA. So expert roadside assistance is just a tap, click, or call away.
Hi, this is Ron from the Good Feet store. Are you standing on painful feet all day? Don't lose hope. We want to help you live without pain. Discover your options and visit goodfeet.com.
Help DEA keep our community safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, April 27th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Skies partly cloudy right now with temperatures in the 40s. We see another round of clouds start to roll in by lunchtime. Temperatures hit the 50s by then. We'll be mostly cloudy as we head into the afternoon with a high of 64 in the metro before a round of showers and thunderstorms rolls through this evening. I'm meteorologist Madison Reich with your Dapperton forecast on the Fan.
FanDuel is the exclusive online sportsbook partner of Morning Juice. Just sign up at FanDuel.com/juice. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
What's the going rate for a good babysitter? Also, Shark needs a raise. You're listening to Morning Juice.
Here's Long here, Tuesday edition of the program. Brandon Bean, Bobby Carpenter, Mark the Shark. Coming up here at 8:35, we're going to check in with Uncle Bo, talk a little life, talk a little Browns draft with him. Before we get to anything else, Bob.
Oh, boy.
I know what that means.
You hear it. You know it. Means it's a Tuesday, appetizer Tuesday. It's a Threes Day at Roosters, and the featured appetizer is going to be fried mushrooms, crispy, golden, delicious, juicy on the inside. Dip them in some ranch, spicy ranch if you want to get a little crazy. $3 all day long. And now, Beam, we're getting ready to give out a $50 Roosters gift card. 614-821-9710 is the number if you're able to answer this question.
Get it into Shark. We were telling stories, telling tales about visiting New Orleans in the 7 o'clock hour. And then when the Buckeyes beat Alabama, they moved on to the college football playoff final, in which they beat Oregon. Who did you tell explicitly after the game, after the national championship game, to be prepared because Dallas bars shut down early, that you need to be lock, stock, and barrel and ready to go for some perhaps post-game drinks for the coaches? Who did you tell to get that done? And he did not. 614-821-9710. Get that into Shark, and you're going to be walking away with a nice $50 gift card over to Roosters. I don't really remember doing anything much after the national championship game against Oregon.
Because everything was closed.
Yeah, that's right.
It was in the Hilton Anatole lobby. And then across the street was I remember getting an Uber. The Hilton Anatole is across, it's not the Westin. Maybe it is the Westin in Dallas. And it's literally across the street, but the Hilton Anatole is so big, and you have to kind of cross a highway. So it would have been probably like a mile and change walk, so we got an Uber across the way over there. It wasn't the Omni. Yeah, I think it was the Westin. That's where the media hotel was at. But I was over at the coaches of the team. They were all at the Anatole, and it was a lot of fun. But yeah, it was not nearly as much fun as it could have been or should have been, given the fact that a coach's hospitality room that is dry is no hospitality room at all.
No,
that's all. Beam.
That's all. It was a bumpy situation. Yeah, I really don't remember what we did. I don't think we did anything. I think we just went back. I think because they had the media hospitality room that I think was still open, and I think because they had all like the beer and everything like inside, maybe? Like pre-bought, that like that was able to stay open. But I just remember doing that and then playing land curling, which is known as shuffleboard, with Jeff Svoboda, and then we were world beaters at that game. Took down we went on an unbelievable like stretch Hall of Fame run at land curling. Jeff and I did.
Land curling, shuffleboard. Do you use the broom?
No, I didn't use the broom. Just the table shuffleboard. It's a great game. Throwing some puck.
It is fun. I was playing actually Saturday at my neighbor's house. He's got like a 20-footer. It's sweet.
I'm sure he's got like
super long one.
Got the sand and everything.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. It's great. I was trying to figure out whether to get that or a pool table for our house down on the river. Just 'cause our pool table got destroyed. So I was like, do I go back with the pool table?
What happened?
Oh, the water went all over the place, Beam.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, forgot about that.
I did forget about that.
We're almost there, getting flooring done, setting cabinets.
Man, that was
it was
3 years ago?
No, that was our house here. This happened in between Christmas and
I didn't know
New
that.
Year's.
I didn't know that the new house had some stuff.
Yeah, well, it didn't, and then it did.
Oh, no.
So I was getting ready to drive down there, and she was like, called crying. There's water everywhere. Don't come down. I'm like, okay. Let's just evaluate the situation. But yeah, we got to take care of it. So we're almost back to neutral again.
Rain? I mean,
no, it was a pipe inside.
Froze?
It didn't bust. It just came loose.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was not good. Yeah, it was rough. Rough scenario. Everything was set up, TVs on the wall, everything feeling good about the situation. And then.
Oh, buddy. I didn't know that.
Well, it's okay. It's already happened. We're almost done. We're almost through it now. So, I got some more stuff to buy, some couch. Got to replace some couches and
Is there
stuff.
much in there? I mean, it sounded like a pool table.
No, we just kind of got everything down there, which was the good news.
That's what you want.
The pool table probably would have been fine if it would have been assembled. We were getting ready to get it assembled, so like the frame and all of it was just sitting on the ground. So like the frame, instead of just the legs being in water, the table was in like the whole frame was in like 3 or 4 inches of water. So that's a no dice then moving forward.
Who refused to get or did not listen to your commands to be able to get? By the way, we spun through like 15 calls in this, so I feel like that was a pretty good question. Because Shark, how many people did actually called in and had the wrong guesses? And what was the wildest guess that you got before we landed on the correct answer?
Well, a lot of them knew that it was the assistant AD, and I said I need his name, and they could. I bet you I talked to 20 people.
Yeah,
they didn't know. Finally, Steve from Columbus.
Yeah,
got
actually,
Martin Jarman.
Yeah, Martin Jarman, the associate AD at the time, and now reigning AD at UCLA.
That's right. Big Ten AD, Martin Jarman.
Big Ten AD, Martin Jarman. Couldn't get that done. Simple instructions that were given to him.
A couple of Buckeyes, former Buckeyes, I should say, have new homes. We mentioned this right off the top of the show in the 6 o'clock hour that it was okay that Roddy Gayle entered the transfer portal. Like, that's fine. You want to go play somewhere else. It's a new coach. Maybe you don't have a great relationship with Deebs. And I know they came out and said that it's not NIL money, but anytime that you lose a player and they head immediately to your rivals at Michigan.
It feels personal at that point.
It does feel personal, doesn't it? Like, I know they got Dusty May and he's coming in and they're all excited about what he's doing. But for Roddy leaves to Columbus to then go not only to a conference team, to go up there to play for Michigan. I mean, you're free to go wherever you want. It's the new NCAA rules. You want to take your education and you want to go somewhere else, like, that's fine. Personally, that's tough for me to get behind.
I was shocked when I saw that. A bunch of people had said, look for him to go out east, maybe to St. John's. Like, there's a lot of opportunities that you thought were going to happen. I don't remember anybody talking about Michigan being in the selection set of something that could happen.
I think we had mentioned it a few weeks ago that he was maybe going on a visit up there, but like that was about it.
A visit's a far cry from a commitment. And then all of a sudden that visit turned into a commitment. And now people are upset. And I think, rightfully so. They're a little bit frustrated with that because it seems almost just inexplicable. Like, you were playing a lot.
It's not like they went to the Final Four this year either.
Yeah, I mean, Michigan was bad. Yeah. They were awful.
Worst team in the Big Ten.
Far worse than Ohio State. You were playing a lot. You were going to be a featured point of the, offense. And maybe you didn't like Deebs, but everybody seemed to be playing pretty hard. I mean, he was playing hard for him at the end. And the team was winning, so it doesn't really make sense. I'm trying to piece that all together. How that would have been the solution is to go up there.
Yeah, I don't know. So hopefully it's not a two-banger. Hopefully Felix doesn't join Roddy and go to Michigan either. That would be pretty tough. And then you had a football Buckeye land on the next destination. Former Buckeye running back Dallin Hayden has decided to take his talents out to Boulder, Colorado, where he would be playing for the Colorado Buffaloes. I think it's a good move for Dallin.
Is it?
I don't know.
Their offensive line is all gone. But they weren't any good last year, so they're getting a whole new one in the portal. Will this one be any better? I don't know. I mean, their offensive line was bad last year, Beam. So I don't know.
Let me revise that. I don't know if it's not a good move. It's an interesting move.
Yeah,
interesting.
It's intriguing. I mean, I wish him I wish him success, but I don't know if that'll happen. Deion's doing it his own unique way, and believe me, they started off last year with a bang, and then limped to the finish because you couldn't block anybody. They still have an offensive line that's not great. I mean, they're all gone. Like, they're literally getting everybody else in the portal. So
what do they have? I mean, how many? What was the transfer number that they had?
I don't know, 7,000.
Yeah, was it 40? I want to say, right? Like 41 players in the portal. Maybe I'm making that number up. Maybe I saw it somewhere. Whatever it is, it's been remarkable. But again, congrats to Steve from Columbus on getting that correct. We had to cycle through 20 callers. Martin Jarman, the associate athletic director at Ohio State at the time, refusing to get, or I guess not refusing, but just not making it happen. And then everybody had to kind of steal from you later on that evening.
Yes, and then that's the problem. Then the mooches came around because Bob, you know what he did?
Past Bob prepared.
He set future Bob up. That's the one thing past Bob will always do, is make sure that he's always prepared with libations. When the moment arises, I'll always be there to make sure
Past Bob's
that
always
we're
there for
prepared.
present Bob.
We are, because Past Bob had gotten screwed before by times when they stopped serving hours and closings and all those things. And so now I always make sure that wherever I go, I'm always locked, stocked, and ready.
Uncle Bo, he's going to join us. We'll talk a little life and a little Cleveland Browns football with him next. Morning Juice right here on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and happy Tuesday. Right now, the ramps from I-71 to 270 westbound on the north side of town are back open after being shut down. However, we are watching a crash on the south side of town on I-71. This is in the northbound lanes of 71 right near State Route 104. Expect delays as you're coming in from the far south side. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Hey there, friends. It's Beau Bishop here, and I'm proud to tell you about my friends at the Diamond Cellar. I've been a customer for over 15 years, and springtime is the giving season, and everything from weddings to anniversaries, new babies, graduations, everything in between. I'm here to tell you firsthand, there is no better place to find the perfect gift for any occasion than the Diamond Cellar. As a true jeweler, they have the finest selection of luxury jewelry from world-class designers, or they can create something one of a kind just for you. It's Diamond Cellar. Check them out. Sawmill Road, Easton Town Center, or diamondcellar.com.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's got to be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Hey folks, Austin Ward here. Do you ever find yourself just accepting things the way they are? It is what it is, right? Well, that was me before I met my Awaken 180 coach. It wasn't only about the number on the scale. It was about reigniting goals I'd shelved, thinking they were out of reach. We sat down, and she didn't just talk numbers. She helped me uncover real goals, personal goals. Looking back at what those were, I've had a really solid lineup of victories. Sleeping through the night like a baby? Check. Playing a round of golf without nagging back pain the next day? Check. Desire to be more active? You bet. That's a check. And okay, yes, dropping a whopping 50 pounds, that deserves a loud and proud double check. Change your perspectives from what ifs to what's next. Pull up awaken180weightloss.com on your phone or computer. Select the day and time that works for you, and boom, the first step is done. Uncover your goals, then reach them with the solution for weight loss. It's online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Bishop and Friends.
You've been way away, grinding it out in Hawaii.
Long flight.
I don't think any of us feel bad for it. So
no. Bishop and Friends.
Sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
He's a former coach with 2 sons who played professional basketball. Satch Sullinger's a competitive individual, but his golf game was suffering because of painful joints.
Right. That's real important. The golf game. Right. As we get older, we create these bad habits because we're relegated to hit a certain way.
QC Kinetics used regenerative treatments, all natural healing properties from Satch's own body, to restore those damaged joints and get his golf game back on track.
QC Kinetics Regenerative Medicine is regenerating me, all natural. And that's what I'm about. I'm going to tell everybody why I'm better.
Oh, and by the way, it looks like the competitive Satch is back.
We're all in the same boat, and I'm getting better, and I'm watching them stay old.
Go to QCkinetics.com. Get relief and your game back. Call for your complimentary consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
All AAA members have at least one thing in common. They know that careful navigation provides peace of mind, like how it's vitally important to steer clear of cold coffee, stale donuts, and office drama. But AAA Plus members also know that even the most skilled navigators will experience mishaps on the road. That's why they have AAA in the first place. With a AAA membership, you can meet life with more peace of mind, secure in the knowledge that expert roadside assistance is just a tap, click, or call away. Join AAA today.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. What's the first thing you do if you had more time in the day? Nap, read, talk with a friend? When you know what's more important to you, it's easier to fit it into your schedule. Therapy can help you figure that out. BetterHelp offers affordable online therapy that comes to you. Start the process in minutes and switch therapists anytime. Visit BetterHelp, HELP.com/like today to get 10% off your first month.
Morning Juice is sponsored by Affinity Whole Health, the leader in testosterone and hormone replacement therapy. FeelGreatColumbus.com. The Fan.
In high school, Bobby was a district swimming finalist. Also, Beamer still wears floaties. This is Morning Juice.
The Tuesday edition of the program, Brandon B, Bobby Carpenter, Mark the Shark, and at this time, every single Tuesday, we have to check in with our own.
Bo knows bourbon. Bo knows fashion. Bo knows horseback riding. But most importantly, Bo knows Browns.
Sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local, drink High Bank.
Happy Giraffe Week, Hunk. What's happening? Not too far away from you this year. Up in nice little Detroit.
Yeah, the old Detroit. Yeah, sure. They'll, I take it on the road. It's worked, right? I mean, 200,000 people watch, a middle-aged man go out and say people's names and then cheer. That's it. That's how the operation works, I guess.
I mean, it's pretty good, I think. I wouldn't go, personally, I wouldn't go to the draft. I don't see any value in doing it, but I'm not going to poo-poo you if you would like to do that. It's fine enough for me on TV. I can see it just fine from the television.
Now, because I grew up a Bears fan, it's faded, obviously, and you and I had that in common. Like, they finally going to be, this going to be okay? They're going to, first time since Sid Luckman, it's going to be okay?
I was telling Bob this yesterday, and Chops as he was walking in, getting ready to do the show. And I said, do you know what the odds are for Caleb Williams for over-under passing numbers for his rookie season? And I was, just kind of going over it and passing props and kind of looking at, like, awards, like awards and everything. Like, he's odds-on favorite to win offensive rookie of the year and everything. And, I'm starting to look at the passing props for him. And the over-under for Caleb Williams in his passing number this year for Chicago is over 3,375.5. So that's the over-under. Mm-hmm. And I told both these guys, I'm like, that would be third best in Bears franchise history. And you mean to tell me that he's going to do this as a rookie? Like,
never had a 4,000-yard passer,
ever.
Right?
Yeah,
never.
Yeah, never. No, I mean, I'll watch. I'll watch. I just, I'm a little disinterested right now in that organization and that franchise.
Hey. But someone had to challenge the Browns for quarterback futility. I mean, it's really a two-horse race.
It's not close. I mean, it's not close. Anytime I hear Browns fans complain, I'm like, dude, Brian Sipe won an MVP.
It's true.
You also had Bernie Kosar for 8 years where he was really good. They had Otto Graham in the time that the Bears had Sid Luckman. I mean, it's Luckman, nothing.
Sid Luckman is like the leading passer in Bears history.
That's it. Like, I remember we got married the week they traded for Cutler, and at that time I was still really invested in the Bears. And I was more excited about Cutler than my marriage.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what that says, but I was.
Smoking Jay, man, getting it done.
Loved him.
Are your boys, I remember you talking about this. I took the boys to Raw last night.
Yeah.
Down here.
Awesome.
Yeah, there was a lot of questions opened up. Like, they watch it a little bit. They don't really know a lot about it. But my 7-year-old Caleb, like, he loves John Cena. I'm like, bro, John Cena's not going to be here. I hate to tell you that. They did show a sweet montage of him, like, doing some military things and with the heroes. They've got to do something during the commercial breaks. So that was his foray into that. My 11 or 10-year-old Cullen was there too. And I told Beam, he asked a very astute question. They're doing tag teams, and I forget, one of the guys groups comes out, and there's 3 guys in the tag team. And one of them is dressed in, like, street clothes. And my brother goes, is this going to be like a 3-on-2 deal? Like, wow, how's that fair? I'm like, well, it's wrestling. Anything goes. But I go, that's actually the coach. And he goes, the coach? And he's like, well, if it's all, like, scripted, why do they need a coach?
Yeah.
And I was like, buddy, why do you need a ref? I mean, why do you need any of these people? I mean,
why is any of this happening?
What is it? By the way, I'll tell you this: if you ever can take your boys, it was awesome. It was great. We sat right behind Pat's crew, like Pat's chair. He was awesome with the kids. But I've watched that referee more than anyone else because I was trying to figure out their role. Like, what exactly when the tag team, like, goes awry and someone else hops in, them trying to pretend like there's some sort of penalty or getting them out.
Yeah.
It's some of the best television you'll find.
It is. So they've been kind of dipping their toe in it, and then we watched WrestleMania and part of it.
It's a pretty good one, wasn't it?
It was pretty great. So they had the Monday off. So they watched that, and then after it was over, Cody wins, and it's over, and they're like, Raw is tomorrow. I cannot wait. Now, is Cody going to wrestle Roman tomorrow? No, he's not. Well, what do you mean, Dad? He's not. He might not wrestle Roman again ever. That might never happen again. You might not see them wrestle for a long time. So Bootsy was under the impression that like WrestleMania happened every weekend. Like you'd run it back next weekend, we do WrestleMania again.
Well, that's what they want you to think. I mean, those promoters
it's
put
gonna
on
be a long
shows.
time, brother, before you get any of that.
I mean, when I was growing up, I had a big wrestling phase. Of course, I'm a bigger kid. My favorite were like the high flyers, like a Rey Mysterio, Rob Van Dam, like the Hardy Boys, like anyone who would get up on that ladder and do like swanton bombs and flips off that. I'm like, yep, that's going to be it for me because I can't physically be able to accomplish those things. But I mean, I loved it growing up. I have fond memories of it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a man. I'm 40, and so like my era. I mean, that's Macho Man, Mr. Perfect, Ravishing Rick Rude, Ultimate Warrior, Hulk. I was never a Hogan guy. I was like the heels. I thought Mr. Perfect was fantastic, and I loved Ravishing Rick Rude. He was unbelievable when he would just call the women all sorts of negative names. It was just spectacular. That was my formidable years with it, and then I'm a little second foray with the NWO stuff. In college, I watched a little of the NWO stuff.
It was good. What's kind of disappointing to me is I was up there. I mean, you don't have, when we dismiss the performance enhancers, like we really lost the quality of the wrestler, I feel like.
Size.
Yeah, these guys are like, they're no bigger than me, and half of them are smaller than me.
No, Bob, much, much smaller than you in many cases. I've talked to like Johnny Gargano or The Miz, like they're like regular dudes. Like, no. Yeah, much smaller. I mean, the reason I always said that if we could have had your career path, just grabbed you right out of the NFL, like you would have been. How could you not have been some amalgamation of Mr. Perfect and Ravishing Rick Rude? I mean, it was set up. It was perfect. You had the long mane at that point.
It's like a big Papa Pump.
It was
Scott
ready.
Steiner in there too.
I'll tell you this though, watching those dudes fly around, Bo, and like some of the hits they take. And granted, it's quote not real, but some of the hits when you're close, like ooh. That landed. That was not good.
Anytime somebody says that, I'm like, all right, you get 16 feet in the air and jump onto somebody who's down below and hope it goes well. Right?
You ever watch those videos from the Bills Mafia tailgate? Thought that person was an idiot. Try doing that 3 times a week.
Yeah. No, like when they go through a table, I'm like, that you can't fake that, man.
That's what James had always said. He's like, they may cut them a little, but they still have to break.
Yeah.
He's like, and they're breaking on you.
Yes.
That's not fake.
Those chairs are metal.
That's all real, man. So no, I have great respect for those dudes, man. It seems like it's having a little bit of a renaissance. We'll see if it can ride the wave after WrestleMania.
What are the Browns going to do in the draft?
I think they'll just be nimble. You know, whatever comes to them. I think you'd like a defensive tackle. I think you'd like. That would probably be like if Mike Hall fell to them at 54, I think they do cartwheels. I think they'd be happy about that, but they don't need anything. Like the roster's kind of set. So I think what Andrew Berry usually likes to do is like, all right, what are the most important positions in football, right? So it's receivers, corners, quarterbacks, offensive tackles. Like I could see them. People look at their tackle situation and go, gosh, they got 3 of them. Yeah, but like I don't know if they're going to bring Jed Wills back.
Year?
Yeah, and Duad was great. I mean, they end up playing their 5th and 6th tackles. Yeah. So like. You know, I could see them drafting a tackle at 54 if a good one falls, and it's a good tackle draft. So I think they'll just be very open to whatever comes their way.
Are we back to a first-round pick next year?
Yeah, finally.
Shark is so excited for that.
Yeah, it's been a long time, boys. It's been a long time. Hey, I gotta tell you guys this, Bob and Beam. This is your future with Billy the Kid. I had a referee quit in the middle of a lacrosse game Sunday.
Good. Was he being berated by parents so much?
All right, so here's how it happened. It's a 2-2 game, hated rival. One of our kids gets smoked in the head with the stick, right? As he gets smoked in the head, he kind of falls to the ground. His stick falls, and he holds onto his stick, but one of his gloves falls off. Okay. Ball goes to the ground, play on. Now, I think it's pretty clear that if a glove falls off, you should stop play, but they didn't. So they went play on. We rotate the ball around, score a goal. NBC scores it 3-2. We're up 3-2 in the third quarter. Coach for the other team screaming at the referee. Referee goes, "You, sir, are a jackass." The coach goes, "You'll never work in this town again."
What?
They're screaming.
Come on,
the
man.
referee walks to midfield, grabs his gear, and walks off the field. At that point, one of the guys on the opposing team's staff goes running to his car. And we're going, what is this? So what does he come out with? Referee's shirt.
Yes.
Now, our kids are going, wait a second, what's this? The coach, all the parents are screaming.
Wait,
My
are you
buddy's
sure
like,
this wasn't raw?
It felt like it. My buddy goes, I'll referee it if this is what we're going to do. Everybody's yelling. The kids on the opposing team are going, he's certified. He's certified. Which is amazing.
This is remarkable.
So the original referee drives off. Now, in the back of my head, I'm saying the look of this is so absurd that this guy's probably going to go above and beyond to give us calls because he can't. There's no way he can. He's aware of how it looks, right?
I do that in basketball, and the kids are yelling at me like, listen, I'm not giving you any 50-50s.
You're not getting anything, man. So it finishes, and they were actually offside. They had possession with under a minute to go, and they were offsides, and he called it on them, and we ended up winning 3-2. But
game-winning goal for NBC.
Yeah, it was. Hey, by the way, I saw AJ's kids. We played AJ's team on Saturday. Yeah.
Did you beat them?
We did, yeah.
They're not very good. Hendricks is in the factory of sadness about that, so...
Well, they got it, and the program's unbelievable. We saw it. We played Olentangy, UA, and Jerome. But it was a great tournament.
How old was this? How old was the ref?
This is sixth grade. Sixth grade where the ref quit. Yeah, just walked.
But how old was the ref?
You'll never work in this town again. 50s.
Oh, okay.
Mid-50s.
So he's an older guy.
Oh, yeah. He's
okay. I thought it was going to be like a teen. Okay.
I mean,
no.
Who was
this is a grown man.
Right.
He's a grown man.
Okay.
Who was the assistant coach?
worse.
Brad Wesley yelling that out? I mean, like,
You'll never work in this town again. I brought J.C. Penney to town. I mean, what are we
Buddy
doing?
Garrity out there?
It's unbelievable.
Oh,
dude, youth sports. You're going to be there, Beam. It's a matter of time, baby.
I'm going to be the guy sitting out the outfield.
No, you're not.
No.
You're going to be engaged, toes on the line, pacing. People sit. I can't sit.
Oh, that'll be Meredith.
If I don't coach,
Meredith will be the coach. I mean, she's got the coaching chops in the family. I'll just be keeping score or something.
She'll yell, Billy, you're soft just like your dad.
Yeah, exactly. Why did I get myself into this? I'm walking out of here. You guys are on your own, soft, pampered. I'll be with the flask down the third baseline. Bo, always appreciate the time. Have a great show today.
All right, boys. Elk pride never dies.
There he goes. Uncle Bo with us every single week at this time. We're going to reveal our fan poll next. Morning Juice right here on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and happy Tuesday. A couple crashes we are watching. The first one over on I-670 eastbound just beyond Neal Avenue. The left lane slightly blocked off as crews work to clear up a crash. Also tracking delays because of a crash on 33 westbound this morning on the southeast side. The left lane slightly blocked off right near Gender Road because of a crash. Lastly, I-71 southbound at East Cook Road. There is a disabled vehicle blocking the right lane. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your fan traffic.
Common Man and T-Bone here for the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
It's our absolute favorite place to go for that live VIP sportsbook experience. 12,000 square feet of sportsbook action. 2 huge walls of TVs, not to mention delicious food and drink. But your experience can be even better if you download the Penn Play app.
Yep, you can get up to $140 in rewards. It's so easy, dummies like us can do it. Got to download the free Penn Play app today and cash in your bonuses. Plus, you never know, and you'll see Man and I lurking around.
I'm lurking. Must be 21 or over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
We see it every day. A guy comes into the men's clinic and guess what? The pills quit working, or they're sick of the side effects. And you know what else we see? Guys not confident in their relationship. At Columbus Men's Clinic, we're the leaders in bedroom confidence. Understanding if you even need ED or low T treatment should be the first step. And the next should be choosing the treatment or treatment combination to build your confidence. Our urologist and physician group is offering professional, modern treatments with success rates as high as 92% and decades of experience. Our doctors are not going to send you an email with what might work for most people. We are results-driven. Concierge. You don't pay for medication, it's included, but you invest in the time it takes to get you where you want to be. We've built an experience with discretion that takes the worry out of going to the doctor. In fact, we've normalized it for guys all over Columbus. Come see our friendly team in Columbus and find out why we've been #1 in men's health for years. Get a consultation and low T blood work with results on your first visit for $99. Get your confidence back in the bedroom and beyond. Go to columbusmensclinic.com and book your appointment today.
ColumbusMen'sClinic.com.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. What's going on the lots? I shall tell you. All April long, take advantage of the Jermaine buyback program and receive $2,000 over Kelly Blue Book value on your trade. That's not all, though. You can get rates as low as 1.8% and lease rebates up to $16,000 on some of the most popular models like the all-new electric RZ. New Lexus inventory is back on the lot. They have plenty of incentives, including the return of lease programs, and they want to see you. Check them out online, JermaineLexus.com.
If it feels like we've been talking about the NFL draft forever, it's because we have. But the wait is finally over. Join Timmy Hall and Tyvis Powell as we kick off live coverage Thursday night at 7. Your radio home for the NFL, The Fan.
This is the call of the crave. So follow it to White Castle for our new $5 bacon bundle. Pick 2 hickory smoked bacon sliders and a small fry for just $5. White Castle. Follow your crave. Limited time only at participating castles. Tax not included.
Hi, this is Bob McElligott for Schottenstein Roofing. You know, even the best hockey player needs checked up on once in a while, just to make sure they're operating at peak efficiency. Well, the same is true with your roof. How did it make it through the winter? Find out with a free inspection from Schottenstein Roofing. And here's the best news. If something is wrong with your roof, Schottenstein Roofing works with insurance companies, and they have interest-free financing options. Give them a call at 614-321-8888 and find out what shape your roof is in. Schottenstein Roofing, a proud partner of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
With an opportunity to lose 40 by the 4th, yes, pounds, I'm approaching the 40-pound mark, and I just started Awaken 180. There's no reason you can't set your goal to 40 or more by the 4th. Set the goal and reach it at awaken180weightloss.com.
At Lowe's, save big every day when you buy in bulk. Save 10% on your choice of any 10 or more select Samsung major appliances. Plus, get an extra 5% off every day on eligible purchases when you use your Lowe's business credit card. Get low prices on the materials you need today because Lowe's knows pros. Valid through 5/15. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See sales associate for details. 5% offer subject to credit approval. Exclusions and terms apply. See store at Lowe's.com/credit for details. U.S. only.
Hi, this is ESPN's Mike Greenberg, and ESPN Bet is ready to take you through all the biggest sports moments this spring. The official sports book of ESPN has exclusive offers and markets from Scott Van Pelt, Stephen A. Smith, and me. From the upcoming draft, the playoff intensity, and finally getting out to the ballpark, there's no better time for sports fans. Sign up today, and new users get $100 in bonus bets for making any sportsbook bet. Download ESPN Bet today. What a play.
Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Waking up, partly cloudy skies with temperatures in the 40s, definitely improved from yesterday. We're back to the 50s with mostly cloudy skies by lunchtime. We see highs in the 60s by 4 p.m. Columbus hitting 64 just before a round of showers, and a couple rumbles of thunder roll through. Those will be sticking around through the evening. I'm meteorologist Madison Reich with your Doppler 10 forecast on The Fan.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Columbus Worthington Air and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
The hardest part of your workday is over. You've managed to get out of your fart sack.
Attention campers, lunch has been canceled today due to lack of hustle. Deal with it.
This is Morning Juice.
We here on The Juice are brought to you by our good friends over at Affinity Whole Health, the leader in testosterone and hormone replacement therapy. You can always visit them online at feelgreatcolumbus.com. Uncle Beau and the boys going to be on until noon. After we're done, what are they talking about today? Little Cavs. Little Lakers blowing a 20-point lead, losing, going down 2-0 in the hole. Talk a little draft. They got Tuesdays with DeBerry coming up at 10:33. And then Max Chadwick. We'll talk some college football, some NFL draft with them coming up here at 11:33. So he was just talking about the...
Tomorrow, hey, we're going to have Field Yates on.
Ooh!
Yeah, anchoring draft coverage. Should have probably teased that more throughout the show.
Yeah.
Completely forgot about it. But yeah, we'll have Field Yates on, who's going to anchor the draft coverage for ABC Thursday, Friday, and then be on ESPN for the third round Saturday.
Love Field.
Really good. So all your draft inquiries with him will be answered.
That's cool. I'm big excited for that. So Uncle Beau and the boys going to be up. And Uncle Beau was just talking about how he was doing this. I don't know if he was coaching or just watching a 6th grade lacrosse game, and referee said, "I'm done." Just walked off in the middle of the game.
That is so remarkable.
That's really great. So it reminds me back in the day, a couple of buddies who I went to high school with. One of them played football at Indiana University. One of them, that same guy being the one who sends his mail to my house, Bob. So you'll like this story. So one of our really good buddies went to West Virginia to play football, and he was a state champion wrestler, certified psychopath. I think he got state runner-up, Bob, in his junior year, and then won a state championship in his senior year. So not a guy you really want to mess with.
Yeah.
So he's umping a baseball game, and mind you, my other buddy, again, we're in high school at this time, he's like, that's his summer job. He's like a CBL referee or umpire, and that's what he's doing. He's just umping games. So one of his like coworkers doesn't show up. So, unidentified person number 2 was going to West Virginia to play football, state champion wrestler. Doesn't have another umpire, and he looks at him and he goes, "Hey, Kyle, can you just help me ump this game?" He's like, just stand out there.
Stand around second base.
Yeah,
and just
he's
call
like,
the first.
I'll call balls and strikes. You just call players out or safe. He's like, that's all you need to do.
There's a play in the outfield. Make sure they catch it.
Make sure they catch it and just look and see if it's fair or foul. He's like, but I got a good vantage point of that at home. Kyle's like, all right, never done this before, but sure, I played a little bit of baseball back in the day. So again, I mean, they're umpiring, young kids. Yeah. I would probably say like maybe 4th or 5th graders.
Boys.
Yeah, but parents out there think that, their kids are going to go pro and everything. And again, mind you, this is a state champion wrestler and is full a lot of testosterone. Yeah. We'll just drop of a hat, we'll fight you. Drop of a hat. And so he heard a parent from one of the dugouts say something to him. He's like, come on, ump. Come on, Blue. We got to make that call. And he wasn't even yelling at my...
He's yelling at the real ref.
He's yelling at the real umpire.
The balls and strikes.
That's he's yelling at the balls and strikes. And so Kyle, again, who's going to take drop of a hat, get in a fight with you, looks at him. He goes, one more word out of you and you're gone. And so I'm sitting there because that's the thing for me to do because I'm just watching them ump the game. Of course, I'm not doing anything else that day. So I'm over there.
You and other 20-year-old guys just hanging out watching youth sports.
Oh, we were 17, 18 at the time. It was cool. We had a few buddies there. We were all hanging out. We were watching them.
Weird then.
We were watching them because afterwards I forget what we were going to do, but we had something planned.
You want to come watch me officiate this?
That was it. That was the text. I'm like, yeah, I got nothing else to do. Sure, that sounds pretty good. And so we all start like just laughing, and he knows it too. He knows that now all of a sudden we have his attention, and the parent was like, well, okay, well, you're still making bad calls out there, Bob. This dude, again, he's a certified psychopath. He gets up, he starts charging the dugout, rips his shirt off. My buddy, state champion wrestler at heavyweight, rips his shirt off, doesn't go around the dugout to talk to the parent, hops the fence, climbs the fence. He goes, you got something to say? You say it to my face. Parent just walks out to the car. Game canceled. Everybody's like, let's go home. Psychopath.
Your buddy
Absolute
that was
psychopath.
the real ref, what did he say?
He goes, yeah, that about makes sense. He goes, I'll probably be getting a call from CBL. It'll probably be my last game. I think he only had 2 or 3 left in the schedule, but he was all good. I mean, it was, again, don't fight someone who's a state championship wrestler, nor do you talk trash to them, because I'm pretty sure things are not going to end well with you. But crazy refereeing stories, and parents think their kids are going to go pro. Relax. It's fine. It's fine. They're 3rd grade. They're 4th grade. Give them the benefit of the doubt. They're out there. Unless you're a 50-year-old guy and you're calling bad penalties, then I guess you got to walk off the field. Our daily fan poll today is sponsored by ER Auto Care, masters of our craft. Today's fan poll at 971thefan.com or on Twitter at 971thefan. How many games will the Cavs Magic playoff series go? 4, 5, 6, or 7? Gentlemen sweep. Shark. 5. Leader in the clubhouse.
I got it. 5. Lose game 3, win 4 and 5.
That's right. Do it on home court. General, I had so much fun today. What do you say we do it again tomorrow if they allow us? You good with that?
Coaster Bob.
Everybody have a great day. Uncle Bo and the boys are up next. We're back live tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. to break everything down. Have a good one. Talk to you then. Morning Juice right here on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and good morning. Watch for crews clearing up a crash on I-670 eastbound just beyond Neal Avenue. Also expect delays on the southeast side this morning as crews work to clear up a crash on 33 westbound right near Gender Road that has the left lane blocked. Additionally, crews are working to clear up a disabled vehicle on I-71 southbound at East Cook Road. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
This is a fan action update.
This action update is brought to you by Tipico. Gambling promo code 1-800-GAMBLER. Home teams to win in full game, and first half unders are on fire in the NBA playoffs. Full game unders are now 13-4, including 8 straight. First half unders are 14-2-1, including 7 straight. Home teams are now undefeated 11-0 on the money line, including the Cavs' 2 home playoff wins after last night winning and covering 5.5 against the Magic. For your Tipico action update, I'm Scotty Vegas.
If you love your meals with a taste of exploration, check out the Latin Flavors event at Kroger. Embark on new culinary adventures with vibrant tastes and fresh possibilities, with Latin-themed inspiration and palate-pleasing recipes available in store and online. It's the Kroger Latin Flavors event, now through May 7th. We hope to see you there.
And right now, 80% lean Angus ground beef chuck is on sale. 1-pound packages are only $3.99 each with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
All AAA members know that careful navigation provides peace of mind, but they also know that even the most skilled navigators experience mishaps on the road. That's why you should join AAA. So expert roadside assistance is just a tap, click, or call away.
Working your way through that honey-do list? More flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks for all your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Call the Waterworks, trusted and certified plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. I want to tell you about the future of medicine. It's at QC Kinetics. QC is the nation's leader in the most exciting revolution in pain management we've seen in decades. Regenerative medicine. If you're tired of achy joints, joint pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, you need to call my friends over at QC. Surgery, steroids, drugs, those are no longer needed. They're not the best options. Regenerative medicine at QC Kinetics is transforming lives with their innovative treatments to deliver lasting results. We're talking about natural biologics, your own body's healing properties, being able to heal those injured and aging tissues. QC Kinetics is under the leadership of a national medical director, Dr. Mitchell Sheencup. He's a pioneer in this field. So if you want to get feeling better and you don't want to have surgery, go check out my friends at QC Kinetics. They have offices in Dublin or Gahanna for your convenience. Or give them a call at 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. Call QC Kinetics today.
Now your ideas don't have to wait. Now they have everything they need to come to life. Dell Technologies and Intel are creating technology that loves ideas, loves expanding your business, evolving your passions. We push what technology can do, so great ideas can happen right now. Find out how to bring your ideas to life at Dell.com. Welcome to Now.
Picture this. You arrive at your hotel. You have an important online meeting lined up with clients from all across the country. You have your laptop open, ready to begin, and the Wi-Fi is so terrible, you can't even connect. These types of stressful situations happen all the time, but they don't have to. When you book a room at La Quinta by Wyndham, you have access to their free high-speed Wi-Fi, so you can take care of those critical emails, join your meetings on time, and even unwind by streaming your favorite shows without having to worry. Tonight, La Quinta. Tomorrow, you shine. Book direct at LQ.com.